Hey everybody, it's Hunger again, and welcome to another Brawlhalla stream. So Brawlhalla is celebrating their 5-year anniversary. They have updated their theme for the launch screen again. I guess that's how you, I guess this isn't the launch screen, this is like what would you call this, the title screen? I guess the title screen. Anyway. Root Dolphin was here first, but apparently he has taken off to get ready for that Minecraft stream. Anyway. But yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and jump in voice chat on the Discord server. Let's see. There we go. Looks like Root Dolphin's in the Minecraft chat. Ah, yes, sir. Okay. So, let's go ahead and create a room. Hey, Braylon Bridgeforth is here. Hello again.
Custom.
Alright, so we're creating a private room here. Come on, OBS. Don't drop the frames. Come on now. Anyway. Alright, so who do we got? So this week's legends are Nash, Scarlet, Ember, Ulgrim, Val, Ragnar, Kaya, Isaiah, Jiro, and then of course I have access to Volkov and Mako because I bought them with game coins. Money on the game. Alright. So that's a thing.
Some chocolate and some lobster and some eggs and some pie. You mix it in your stomach and you shit it all out.
Oh god.
Hello.
Hello.
I've just noticed you went live.
Right. So OBS is dropping frames on me like mad, so I need to... Yeah, let me sit here and try to fix this here. Settings. Advanced. Alright, give me a second. Okay.
Okay.
Hopefully that works better.
Pretty sure.
Because I had to get, like, there's a thing where it does a bind to IP address thing, and I changed my, yeah, basically it's a streaming thing that it does where it binds your stream to a specific IP address to avoid disconnects. And I just put it on default, but apparently it kept switching. IP addresses, and it was causing the thing to lag or something. I don't know. And now it's doing it again. Amazing.
Yeah.
Jason Ingram, you certainly can. The code is 379934. Let me max here. I'm still dropping frames like crazy. This net connection, I think it's just OBS being stupid, but give me a second here.
I was re-watching something, so I thought I might as well give you that one since I got my own.
Alright. Alright, Top Hat Alfredo's is here. Alright, I switched to a different IP address, so that seems to be working better for now. So,
yeah.
Alright. Lil Anthrax is here, what's up? Alright, so...
you got the Gala color?
I got Gala for that one's got Gala. I don't think I have them, but that's something I can work on. So, because they're 3,000. I think I've got like 2,700 or something right now. Man, OBS, stop dropping my frames. Give me a second.
It's rarely a not day.
Okay, so all right, I had to close OBS and restart it. I think that was the problem. So hopefully. No, it's my OBS. It's not your fault. OBS keeps dropping my frames, so I have to keep messing with it.
For the first game, I'll use MetaDev Bodfar, one of the rarest skins in the game.
Oh, nice. Okay. All right. It looks like that fixed it. Uh-oh. You okay there?
Again.
And as soon as I say that's fixed, it starts fucking up.
A little wire into my controller because I'm USC, so now I'm on 4.
Well, this internet provider that I have now has a way higher upload speed, so it should be better. But
Yeah.
anyway.
I don't get
Anyway. All right.
so.
Man, stop dropping my frames, OBS, you piece of shit. I don't know how to make it stop doing this. God damn it.
Okay, I'm sorry, but
I don't know why the fuck my speaker was on. I literally had my headphones on the Discord chat the entire time.
anyway, so Minecraft updated and the server is outdated and we can't join
Are you
because
kidding?
of that. So.
Oh.
I mean, yeah, it's fine. I need to take a break from it anyway, but I thought I was
What was on the update?
Happens again.
Oh, that would have been nice to know earlier. Anyway,
Any-
I can't do
anything good on the
about it
update?
now.
What was on the update?
Minecraft had an update, and because of that, Hunger's Minecraft server is outdated, and we can't play on it.
Oh,
I mean,
so he might have to make a whole new server or something like that.
No.
Wait, I doubted that.
I have a freaking subscription that I'm paid for, real money, so they better not fucking say I can't play on it. So, is it because I haven't updated yet?
Okay,
or,
here's
like,
the
what do I
thing.
have to do to fix
It said that within 48 hours it should update, but I mean, knowing that I play on it, it's probably going to jinx itself. So.
Well,
Until another 2 years.
don't drop my frames, OBS. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't drop my frames. Don't drop my frames. Don't do it.
If you
Whoa.
Don't fucking
What
do
the
it.
fuck, dude?
If you do
Seriously,
it-
why'd you cuss like
If you
that?
do it,
Don't do it.
your frames.
Okay, it's not dropping frames. It hasn't dropped anything, so we're good.
you
Alright.
tell him.
Yeah, Tank
Yeah,
was here.
Solus, you just
Alright.
absolutely incinerate OBS.
Okay, I'm gonna start.
What the fuck did you just say?
Sorry it
complimented
took
you.
so long to get things going. I think I finally got some settings that OBS is happy with, and it's not dropping my frames, so we're ready to start.
Well, great job.
OBS is
Jinx.
never happy.
It really isn't. It's actually
Yeah.
insane.
Yeah, OBS is pretty much telling your wife to like clean up the thing and then she just pulls up with the middle finger like she doesn't care. That's pretty much OBS right there.
Oh my.
Like just putting the finger up
fuck
at you. Exactly, that's OBS talking.
OBS, obvious bullshit.
3,
All right.
2, 1, brawl!
Don't do it, OBS. Don't do it.
OBS is gonna do it. Don't jinx us.
OBS, don't jump. You don't have a lot to live for, but don't jump anyway.
Right.
OBS jump. Life is a simulation.
OBS is gonna be like, fuck you. I'm gonna lag the shit out of your computer.
Yo, man.
I've licked my own tongue.
Lick your own tongue.
Yeah,
Like the
just not
back end,
doing that.
like the back end of the tongue, like right at the back.
Fuck you and your fucking crits.
Who? Who critted who? Their critical hits in Brawlhalla? Wait.
No.
Okay,
Kidding.
I'm thinking whenever I get back on the server, I'm thinking about changing the the grave sign for Solus' Steel to Solus' Sanity. He's already
Yeah.
lost, what, Excadrill, Matang, he's lost Torterra that I predicted.
I don't know why you're saying false advertising. You're not sanity.
You got fucking excited when I said that I lost Torterra. You got really excited that last
Because I called it about 5 hours prior to that happening, and then during the stream, and then an hour later, or actually no, half an hour later, wouldn't you know it?
Yeah, he said, you know, he said, hey, Torterra, he said your Torterra is gonna eat, what did he say, he's gonna eat shit?
Okay, so 5 hours prior,
Oh,
I
fuck!
said I can smell like demise for Torterra, and then during the stream I said
You can, with your
Your
prediction,
Torterra's
you
gonna
can
eat
probably
shit.
smell death for me.
Yeah.
I can smell the death of anything because I got a really good sense of smell.
Oh, I guess you stink a lot
Dolphins
then.
aren't meant to smell you.
I stink a lot? Wow, that's fucking rude. Alright? I mean, it's true, but it's still mean.
See, I only speak the truth.
like I think that I live such a foul, unhealthy lifestyle
are you using?
that like I have heightened senses, and I'm kind of like a mutant, you know.
So you gain superpowers because you're a garbage pail kid, is what you're saying.
Absolutely.
Damn.
I literally cannot get sick because I've eaten so much nasty shit. Like I've eaten raw chicken, not having gotten sick. I've eaten raw beef, haven't gotten sick. I've eaten fucking green potatoes, which are supposed to kill the shit out of you. I did not get sick at all.
You know,
in fact, all I did was cough and then take a piss.
They serve raw beef in Japan. Like,
well, because the Japanese people are fucking weird and they have gills, bro.
Try me. I lost a bet and I had to eat dog shit.
Oh god.
Oh, speaking of which, I think I have told you this story before, Hunger, but my little brother had, whenever he was like 3 years old, he had one certain diet that was bologna sandwiches, Oreos, and sausage.
Yeah, and he ate a piece of dog shit because he thought it was sausage.
Yes, he thought it was a piece of sausage on the floor. And
so he's like, 2-second rule,
because we're a bunch of mouth breathing. It was probably the fucking 2-month rule because we were a bunch of mouth breathing hicks who didn't know. So like he just found it, picked it up, thought, yummy, fucking ate it, puked all over the floor, and I laughed my ass off until I shit myself.
Wow.
Oh, did he eat that as well?
No. Shut the fuck up, man. JDM.
What?
You're nasty,
It's not my fault.
This isn't Brazil, this is America.
Of course it's America, where else would that happen?
Oh my god.
No, this is North America. Brazil is like
Not
hell.
all of America is Florida, okay? I'm just saying.
Florida is like the scrotum of America.
Even though it looks like the penis.
No, it looks like the penis, but it's the scrotum.
Yeah.
California is the penis of America.
Gallagher once said, I've always liked Florida because it makes it look like we're pissing on Cuba.
The only thing I like about Florida is a lot of drinks are named after it.
Yeah.
I've always liked Florida because Cubans are not people.
Damn, stop.
The only thing good about Cubans is their car taste and that they do so a lot of weird stuff with cars.
The fact that you had to begin a sentence with the only good thing about Cubans.
I got bodied.
Yes.
Well, I guess you're English, so, or I guess you're European, so we can't really.
Yeah, you can't judge.
No, the only racist people on Earth is Americans. Only the white ones, though. Typically the binary ones.
If you listen to the narrative out there, then yeah. But, you know.
I don't want to be harsh, but I think some British people are a lot more racist.
Right.
In certain ways.
No, y'all can't be racist because you have KSI.
You can't be racist because you have KSI. Wow. Wow. Damn! I got shot.
Sorry.
I've been shot! I've been shot! Top hat Alfredo's why?
Who did you get shot by?
From America. It's your boy Max is here.
You got shot, what are you, XXX Tentacion?
No.
Oh, Hunger.
My face won't actually like his music.
So, Hunger, I just need to make sure, is the next sword stream going to be early or late?
I'm working tomorrow, so it should be late.
Thank God. I always need to make sure, because sometimes you make the streams unexpectedly early for some reason.
Well, because sometimes my boss asks me to come into work late and close, and so I have to stream early. Like, I can't help it.
I'm happy about the stream.
Work schedule gets in the way of streaming sometimes. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I like the fact that
I asked because every time.
Yes, every time you ask why the stream is
Real
early,
cool.
and every time I tell you why.
What grade are you in, homie?
I got upset.
Every time he streams late, I'm asleep.
Yeah. Right, it's one of those things where, yeah, me streaming early works out better for some people and worse for other people. I get it. Everybody's got.
Whenever you stream early, the children are online. You get.
Yes, I do get bombarded with more children when I'm streaming earlier.
Well, Well, whenever you're streaming later, there's less people and less
Yeah.
conversations. But even then,
and less,
conversation with
less
children
views,
whenever you're a 39-year-old man really doesn't work. So
Right, well,
Right.
and that's the thing is that the children always feel entitled as fuck too. Like they fucking throw a damn fit if anything doesn't work out their way. It's fucking
I just
annoying.
heard.
Pretty
what
much.
do you mean? What do you mean I can't join your Minecraft server?
Yeah.
Oh.
What do you mean? There's only 10 spots and I can't have one. You know, that's bullshit. Fuck you.
What do you mean you're not gonna polish my knob? What? That's fucking.
Right.
What do you mean you're not gonna give me your bank account details?
What do you mean you're not gonna give me your mother's credit card number, 3 numbers on the back, and her fears? What?
That's very specific.
What the fuck does that mean?
Well, you're too fucking young to know, ain't you, fellas?
What do you mean I'm not gonna give you my penis length?
I'm 20 years old. I'm about to be 21 on November 29th.
Christ almighty, you're fucking 20? I thought you were like 6.
20 years old.
Holy shit, you're older than me, homie. Well, does that mean I'm the youngest one here?
Yes, you
How old
are.
are you?
I'm fucking 18, cunt. I'm little bitty.
Okay.
I'm fucking 25.
Okay, so
I'm about to
you're
be-
okay.
I'm
So
about-
that means I am the youngest one at an astounding age of old enough to fuck your bitch. Okay,
I'm about to be 21 when it hits November 29th.
let you know in Kentucky we can fuck at 16 because they don't
My
care
birthday
about
is
it.
at November 29th.
Legend, absolutely you can. I will give you the room code as soon as we're in the lobby. I don't know.
November 29th, so you're gonna be old enough to drink alcohol in a couple weeks.
I
What do you
mean,
think about that?
sure, but not that I'll be interested in it or anything. 'Cause I
So
don't.
yeah, true. I don't like to drink. I don't drink alcohol.
Here's the thing:
Man,
as soon as people become able to drink alcohol, they lose all interest in it. I'm thoroughly convinced. Like, it's crazy.
drinking alcohol, and all of my peers try to get me into drinking alcohol because they think I'll be funner that way. But I respond by telling them a bad word, and then I go home.
Yeah,
I
what's
reject
funny with
all
normal,
alcohol, no matter what age.
yeah. Honestly, what's more fun is having crazy cocktails and that. Literally, you'll have a cocktail and that, you'll probably be drinking someone else's piss. Without you knowing.
To me,
Never
it's kind of
gonna find a
insulting
better
when
drink.
people ask you to drink, like insinuating that you're not entertaining enough without being drunk. It's like, you know,
Honestly,
this drink and drink and amuse me. I'm like, no thanks. Yeah. Why, you think I'm just here to amuse you? Like I'm some sort of circus clown here?
what, are you doing a New York accent?
It's that Joe Pesci type accent, you know?
Yeah, that pure New York pizzeria accent.
A friend of mine tried to make whiskey one time. He tried to make alcohol on his own, and I think the way you do it is like, what, you ferment cornmeal or something? You fucking ferment corn? I don't know, Hungry, you're a big brain, you know the logistics more than likely. He tried to do that, he spit in it, he fucking... Oh God almighty. Well,
If you want to know how to make good drinks, just bloody ask someone that's been to prison.
I don't know what the fuck else he's done to it other than spit in it and put fucking rotten cornmeal shit in it. But he had to burp it every once in a while. He burped it every, like, I don't know what kind of nuclear duck shit he put inside of it. But every time he burped it, every 30 minutes or so, it would just unleash this wave of fuck fumes.
Yeah.
And
See you later, thank you.
Damn.
it was like an incendiary bomb going off every 30 fucking minutes. And then he did the unthinkable. He is so fucking pungent. I thought I was nasty, but this motherfucker, it smelled like shit, but first and foremost, I cannot smell bad smells. But that almost made me puke.
Right.
And this motherfucker, he fucking puked everywhere. That was the first,
I'm confused.
I've already been eliminated. I was the Halloween Volkov.
Because it sounds like it smells worse than it tastes.
Dude, it smelled like if you've ever, oh fuck, I want to puke, I swear.
If you see how
You're literally about to puke just thinking about it. Amazing.
Smells like, if you've ever smelled spit, it smells like that, but 100 times stronger. He made like a what is it? A fucking. Oh god, it was foul. Fuck.
Yeah, honestly, that reminds me of a story I had. Basically, I had this old bedroom and that when I was a teenager. We basically painted the walls over, but there's a chemical in the thing and that caused like a.
Alright, so the room code is 3.
So low that I nearly died.
379934.
Oh. And it stunk as shit.
Yeah. Okay.
I wonder if Ray Ping is going to come back tonight.
Yeah, that would be fun.
My God, I'm starting to love Dunsparce a lot.
That nice, powerful Serene Grace Dunsparce.
Do you also enjoy its base?
Like HP ups and shit.
Oh my gosh. So I
Second
read it
highest
out to
stat
you, and that's
for-
not good enough. I have to write it in chat. Okay. All right.
Oh, I got it, Hunger. I got it, Bubba. 37993 fucking 4. That's no
Body
nice.
slam, hit a paralysis. That's crazy. I absolutely love
Okay,
that
so they can see it on the screen, they can hear you, but they have to see it in chat, and they're probably gonna fucking ask one more time, ain't they?
Maybe, I don't know. I don't know what, like, some people
Newest colour.
Yeah, I don't know. You're in? Alright, cool. Here we go.
Full car.
Name.
Alright, here we go. Alright.
I guess you have a lot of good, fond memories of school. Just being called rude.
I
did you
got
get-
into a fight over my name one time because there was another person at my school named Rune who was like, he was like the polar opposite of me. He was like, he had like 11 genders, he had fucking blue hair,
Brawl.
pretty fucking skinny for like a land whale. Anyway, so
Skinny for a land whale. Amazing. Oh.
I guess he was trying to emphasize like, hey, you know, dark humor. I didn't take that as a joke, and I threw my fucking binder at his head and made him cry.
Amazing.
By the way, this was in junior
Speaking of
year.
throwing
I made a grown-ass 17-year-old cry because I
Speaking
threw a
of throwing
fucking binder at him.
Speaking of
Alright,
Honestly, most of us have been there.
Speaking of throwing things, remember that monkey spider video Rugo?
oh fuck you! Don't even try that. Oh god, that was bullshit. That scared me half to death. Dude, that monkey spider was like 3 times as big as all other ones I've ever seen.
I laughed the shit out of that video.
Like normally their torsos would be about as big as the fucking fingernail on my index finger, but this motherfucker was as big as my entire thumb.
Just be glad that monkey spiders aren't as big as spider monkeys.
If they were as big as spider monkeys, I would have killed myself the first day I saw one.
No!
Those
Ow!
things are absolutely shit. They're terrifying, okay? Fucking but it's like, I don't know, Cat's top 10s where it's like top 30 worst pests, and cave spiders or monkey spiders. No, not cave spiders. What the fuck's wrong with me? Cave crickets is their other name. But monkey spiders were like ranked number 11. And I was like, oh god, that thing's gonna bite the shit out of me, isn't it? Okay, maybe if I don't look at it.
Oh god.
Like
So-
yeah. Anyway, so it was like 2 o'clock in the morning, and I was just trying to shit in peace, and I was like, okay, if that thing doesn't mess with me, then you know, I'm probably just gonna vibe. So like for another minute, I just played Roblox on my phone. Class monkey spider sitting on my fucking leg. Oh Christ, I don't know how I didn't feel it. And fuck, you know.
Would you stop using
Backflip while shitting.
Have you seen that? Have you seen that meme with the spider with the wings?
Huh?
Yeah, there's a meme and it's a spider with wings. And it's like
a meme like that?
Tell you, this is probably the most scary fucking thing I've ever seen in my life.
So anyway, guys,
oh god, I
So
jumped
one
right into
spider,
that.
that's pretty fucked
Good
up.
job, me.
They're kind of harmless, really. I mean,
So
they're
anyway-
Okay.
Asleep and I woke up with a big ass huntsman spider on my fucking chest.
oh,
Anyway.
fuck, you're shitting me, dude. Huntsman spider.
Berserk!
Huntsman spider, the lot on my fucking chest. I fucking
shit.
like it. I like it.
Oh, Christ, on a skateboard.
Oh, see, I didn't even. Yeah, creepy pills. I didn't even know they had them in our country.
What the fuck
I'm
is wrong with me? Why am I on?
I'm British. I go outside more, so.
Okay, so OBS just disconnected. It's back now. I don't know
Hey,
why
did you
OBS
guys-
is having these problems. What the fuck?
Did you guys like my image I posted in general chat?
anyway, here it is.
That's a fucking moth.
It's not a moth. It has
That
like a
is-
giant thing on its back.
That's
General,
a moth.
let's see. I'll tell you what it is. Let me see.
Alright.
Okay.
Let's get close enough. Yeah, that's a moth. That is a moth.
That's definitely a
How
moth.
do you know it's a
dude.
type of moth?
As of light bulbs, that's a moth.
It's just a
Well,
weird
you-
looking moth. It may be a weird, like, not invasive. I'm stupid as shit.
The only thing that you don't. The only thing that makes it look different than a moth is the fact that it's a brown of unusual. Other than that, it's a moth.
Alright.
I mean, the
so
legs.
GG.
All over the place.
That's powerful. Alright.
But that is
That-
a moth.
Yeah, that's a moth.
If it's a moth, then why is it walking so slowly? It was walking super slowly.
It probably
Maybe-
broke on its wings.
It's probably harmed.
Okay.
No, it wasn't.
Now, if
harmed.
y'all want to talk about fear,
It looked like its antennas were sticking high up in the air.
Sean Longtan, hello, hi, how's it going?
I don't think I've ever seen a moth with antennas that big.
you want to talk about
And they
fucking...
stick up in the air and
Oh my gosh.
it didn't. Its wings definitely didn't.
Alright. Sorry about that.
So after a while, when I looked at it, when I wanted to look at it again, it was on the floor. Must have crawled down. Must have like fell down or something,
Alright.
or fell down or whatever.
Longhorn beetle.
Show me it. Can't be that bad.
Oh my god.
Fuck, that is not a stink bug. What in the...
2, 1, brawl!
A test to see if she's special.
Oh, shit. That's rude, man.
So
That's
I said it's special. I didn't say any other words, so
what the fuck is that?
that looks like a bloody carrot.
Maybe that's what that
No,
is.
dude, you don't understand. This motherfucker, like...
OBS
I guess
just
you're,
crashed!
I guess you're protected.
Amazing!
He's back. Howdy.
There he is.
I guess hunger has a lifetime warranty.
Well, OBS
Hunger,
fucking
what the fuck is-
crashed, so I had to fucking deal with that shit.
What the fuck happened to your OBS?
Alright. Shit, man.
Why is
Man,
your
my
OBS
internet's been
being a
fucked up too.
dickhead?
I don't know why
Oh, that
OBS
is-
is being a dick right now. I really don't. Hopefully that fixes it. Like, I don't know what the fuck I have to do to get OBS to fucking function. Like it's fucking intended to. I just...
There's a lot.
It's
There's a lot of
been
fucks
functioning
in that
for the past
sentence.
month. You have to give it a break.
Yeah, at least it's been decent for you.
It's been about a month. Sometimes bad things need to happen.
Yeah, show it some mercy. Actually, you're from America, so there is no
now
mercy.
that I'm not actually playing, it's working fine. Like,
The closest thing...
Since it's
So-
crashed and I'm not actually playing, it's like, oh, okay, now it'll work. So
Oh,
lame.
so I guess if you want to stream, you have to spectate us.
I guess, I don't know. Nice
I guess you can
Brawlhalla spectating stream. I should try that
Do
sometime.
You do know that's a real thing.
Just watching you
spectate
guys
for
play
like 8 hours straight.
Brawlhalla.
Yeah, that's literally that's what people do most of the time. They stream for like 8 hours and they'll spectate what other people are doing and like they'll laugh at if it was crazy and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I watch to get all your stuff.
If you're... Dude, I swear to God, if your OBS does that in the Discord stream, I'm actually going to, like, throw my chair at the door.
Yeah, it's working better now. Like, I don't know if maybe after I changed my settings, it just needed to close
What the
and
heck?
reopen
Yeah,
or
don't
something.
violate doors.
Oh, what the hell?
OBS crashed.
I don't know. Okay, just and I say that.
That's some impeccable logic right there.
What?
No, what I meant to say,
Yeah.
what I meant to say was, I'll throw my chair out the door.
Oh, well, is the dog Bill Cosby? Or not?
What
What the fuck are
'Cause
you
that's-
talking about?
Was the dog
Is the-
black?
No, is the dog Bill Cosby? Because if the dog isn't Bill Cosby.
Bill Cosby? What does that have to do with Bill Cosby?
Because
Oh,
Bill Cosby's a nasty.
Yeah,
Okay,
you can't
okay.
trust the Bill Cosby.
Well, that's definitely not me, so don't even call me that.
We're not calling
I
you
said-
that, we're calling the chair that.
You have to
Are
touch
you the
your
chair?
dog.
No, of course not.
Okay, then we're not calling you fucking Bill Cosby, my friend.
I guess you can report your chair since you've been sitting on it. Yeah, your chair's going to prison, mate.
My chair thinks I'm
Fucking
Bubble
hell.
Bass from SpongeBob.
Yeah, my chair thinks I'm Jeffrey Epstein.
I never
Alright,
claimed to be good at this game. I'm just saying.
So, oh yeah, I need to be moderating your chat. I'm fucking holy.
Of course.
Yeah. Well,
So
I'm
anyway-
tired post the streams. Oh. Evil.
That thing takes hits so bad.
I should be getting my money in about a week or so. And if I do, I'm gonna start making Brawlhalla content, and I want to how bad somebody can.
I got 9 gold for that
How much money
performance.
am I getting? I'm getting.
That was incredibly amazing. All right, here we go.
Full car.
Your life.
80,000,
We got the full.
and that's like $1 million.
Are you kidding, OBS?
Like,
yeah.
whenever I
Actually
get that
shitting
money,
me right
I'm
now?
everybody in my life is gonna be like Diogenes the Cynic, and I want to be fucking Jeff Bezos out this.
You could do the most logical thing in the world. To use that money and make a chair that works as a car and drives around.
Make a chair that
Hey, Siege is
drives.
here.
You know, I could just get 2 of those hoverboards and a lawn chair along. with
Exactly
some-
like.
That's literally that's like fucking what like.
You just get pulled over by the police and then they ask you for your registration that they're inside your cushion. You just pull it out all crumpled.
I can do that 40 times. In Kentucky, you can drive a moped around with no fucking license. I'm good. I can have a
Yeah.
moped and I won't get pulled over.
Brawl.
I'll just say, oh, I'm on my way to Walmart, and then fucking drive up to Ohio. You know. Because you're
Yeah,
Meijer. Y'all have fucking IGA.
Walmart is based. Watch too many American YouTubers. I know what Walmart is, unfortunately.
I would never expect an American YouTuber to flex about Walmart unless it's what.
It's funny, Mr. Beast keeps going to Walmart for videos, and they keep
Going that
kicking him
videos.
Walmart is my fucking castle of.
Damn it!
Oh, up again.
Oh, there's Hunger again.
Just keep leaving and coming back.
Anyway,
Do I
like,
keep getting
I just
disconnected
go
from
in there
Discord?
and
Is that what's
like,
going on?
I wear
I
this
guess
blue
OBS
vest.
owns him.
OBS is being cringe.
No, I'm asking you a serious question. Am I going in and out of Discord? Is that what's happening, or is
You
going
leave
in.
the
all right? Because if the call keeps disconnecting and reconnecting like that, then it's the internet that's the problem, and not anything else.
Yeah, my internet's
I'm
been.
gonna have to do something about my internet, because this is new internet and it's supposed to be just as good as what I had, but I need to fix it.
You get ready for a week.
Oh, no.
Because the download speeds are slightly smaller, but the
You're
upload
really
speeds are
getting
way
that.
better, so it should be fine. I did a speed test on it. Like,
Well, what internet brand is it? Just tell me the brand. I don't want all your
And
IP.
your new area.
Talk internet and pretty much that.
oh my fucking
When
god.
I get that money, I'm gonna say fuck it and just get Xfinity because you can download like a gigabyte per second. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Well, I'm using Virgin Media, even though it's false advertising. I'm not on Virgin.
You know, Siege, the only thing you said so far is heyo. You wanna like?
Yeah, why? Yeah, come on, talk with us.
Yeah.
You just disconnect me
at the
again.
moment.
Yeah.
Oh.
What do you mean, bro?
Oh, for fuck's sake, seriously.
When?
I just
Oh,
Hi, Wendy.
Player 4
and people wonder why I hate these stages. You know.
The type of person that eats a fucking bowl of kale every day.
Next round, we're all going to pick random. No.
It's
Yeah.
a fish.
What do you think? This is your
Yeah,
stream?
kale is like it's like a leaf that you can turn
I'm
into
picking
a
what I
really
want.
shitty chip.
Full card.
No, I was
Who said-
munching on some Kit Kat.
Kit Kat.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah, I just
you're like the last
finished off
person I would
dinner.
expect to eat candy. I don't know, because you're like so against sugary drinks.
Well,
And there goes the chat again.
take the super simple route and completely eliminate all sugar from your diet. You'll get sick still.
yeah.
I haven't
But-
drank soda since that one Brawlhalla stream where you said that gives me
Uh.
a shit ton of kidney stones.
Honestly, best
no,
advice for diet, because
Fuck, I ain't got diabetes. I don't know.
Well, the thing is, if you completely eliminate sugar from your diet, that can make you even worse as a
Hey,
diabetic.
quiet,
You
what the
drink
fuck
too
is
much. You have too much sugar in your system. It makes you even sicker. But
3, 2, 1, brawl.
oh, I see
Oh,
that.
like, so you're like life is hard mode for you, Siege. That's not.
oh, that's
So yeah, and
it's
so
always
it's pretty
been
much
like that.
You might have a little bit too much. Just figure out on the side of the box or stuff.
Is if I just feel oogie, I know I'm low.
Oogie.
No, it's basically when your muscles feel.
I don't know what that means.
It sounds like something paraplegic.
If you can't.
Jesus Christ!
Where?
Behind the rabbit.
I think. Oh.
Y'all imagine if fucking Barracuda got Fish's friend?
It should.
No.
It's a fish. It's vicious.
That just reminded me when I was watching and listening to music by Barracuda.
Barracuda. My first introduction to the Barracuda was from Finding Nemo, and it scared the shit out of me.
My first introduction to Barracuda was from the singer Heart.
Singer Heart.
There's a song called
We're
Barracuda
talking-
by Heart.
Barracuda, the song Barracuda by the band and that.
Wait, Barracuda is a song on Just Jason Beats, too, isn't it?
Yeah, Barracuda's a song and a band. I'm pretty sure I'm talking about the band. But it's a good band, like pure rock.
But it's like every other band sucks.
There's more songs that sound bad than
That's how I feel about Foster's the People.
This Basculin just O-code my Dynamax Regirock.
Oh.
Dude, Basculin's a fucking Chad.
Yeah, no kidding. I have one. I have a Red Stripe Basculin with Reckless and has a Quick.
I am, however, a little annoyed that Collective Soul just released a digital-only EP where I would gladly pay full retail price for.
Alright, it's Tuesday for a CD today. Alright.
Well,
It's
I'm not
basically
playing
having
Brawlhalla
free
right now,
songs.
and I'm
Alright.
kind of just talking, so I am going to bounce. Y'all have a good night. Hunger, I
Alright.
hope you 6-spam enough to win, and yeah, peace out.
I just hope I
Take it easy.
6-man enough to get the Gala colors, so, you know. It's alright, it's all good.
How much do you need?
I'm like 300 coins away from getting Gala for one of my characters, so.
Alright, everyone make sure he wins.
Wait.
Nice and powerful. I'm spectating at the moment, so.
Who's Trick?
Player 4 wins.
Man.
Hunger, I have a
Trick?
question for you.
What?
Can you use Trick when the Pokemon using Trick is holding a Sticky Barb?
I think so? I've never
Okay,
run into
yeah,
that issue before, so.
Yeah, cause I'm asking because my Mesprit has Trick.
I know you for sure can if your Pokemon has Klutz, but other than that, I'm not sure.
Yeah. Honestly, new color just looks so good.
Oh, the Gala coloring.
Nah, the esports one, the one that I'm using right now.
Yeah.
Also, this Cradillia I have is Chad as fuck.
Mm.
My Cradillia has Storm Drain. This
Yeah.
thing is holding Leftovers, Ingrain, has the moves Ingrain, Leech Life, Protect, and Giga Drain.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
It's such a HP healing Stallmon. It's so crazy. It's a lot crazier than all my other HP healing Stallmon.
Mhm.
I mean, hell, it's way crazier than my Hearthstone fish.
3, 2, 1, brawl.
Alright, here we go.
I'm gonna use them again.
Hunger, your Volkov as usual.
I'm using Halloween Volkov, yes.
Alright.
The Halloween colors, not the Halloween skin.
I thought you got the Halloween makeup.
I did. I got both of them. I need Gala colors for both of them now. Like I got Halloween colors for both of them just before they stopped giving them out, and now they're doing the Gala colors, so I need to get those.
Okay. Oh, and
It's
you'll
almost
need
like
to be
there are as
saving up
many
for
different color palettes as there are colors. It's crazy. I don't know
There
how.
are a lot.
Yeah.
There are
I don't know how I'm ever gonna get the black and white color palettes for both of them if they keep making me buy these random holiday and event packs, you know, like or colors, you know.
Do you want me to tell you how many color palettes there are in the game?
How many?
26.
Several thousand. Okay, got it.
Might as well be.
Yeah. And you'll be getting the. I'm assuming you're probably gonna get the Christmas colors next because they come out after this.
Right, I'm sure they do.
They don't come right away. They come in December, which is around 2 weeks after.
All right.
Which you would do like
I could
2 to
save
3
up
hour
in the
streams.
meantime, I
So.
guess, so. Well. At least we're having some
Yes.
good gameplay here, but the stream is suffering, I think, under this. So yeah, I'm gonna have
Under the
to,
condition of OBS.
yeah, I'm gonna
Under
have
the
to,
condition of OBS.
have to try some.
Fix your internet.
Yeah, I hope OBS gets some special sauce on his sandwich.
I don't know what to do.
Fuck you. Would it hurt to?
Like, because the thing is, this new internet that I got should have way higher upload speeds, but it's, you know.
Sorry, false advertising.
'Cause
Literally.
I did an internet speed test. I tested my old stuff, and I tested the new one, like, and it's like 10 times faster. The new one is.
How
So,
Sometimes
bad is
it's-
this thing?
Yeah, sometimes it's a one-off, and that when you get brand new in that, it might be decent for around an hour or two, and then it'll mess up halfway, depending on how many devices you've got added on. Literally, even this internet, I had around 5 devices added on. I use around 3 devices a day: my laptop, my mobile, and my Xbox for gaming and that, whatever. I had to take away my TV.
Shut down.
Oh, this is
Just so all my internet's bearable and works, which is annoying. Because that means I can only use the TV when it's hooked up to my Xbox internet.
ooh,
One shot, everything was sheer cold.
That's a very well. I know you're playing. I know you're playing a game, so
yeah. Yeah, I mean, I've got the Switch connected to the internet, obviously.
it's Palki. What legendary Pokemons are on Shield?
Huh?
What legendary Pokemon?
What legend-
Are Sword and Shield? There's a bunch of them.
There's a bunch of them
Especially
now
after
that.
Crown
Why
Jewel's
the
out.
fuck?
Yeah,
Is Palkia on there?
I think so.
The one that got sent to a different dimension. Yeah, yeah, you see them bring out the fucking one, then they come out with Palkia. Well, Palkia is a bloody straw.
This fucking guy right here.
Destroyed the whole comp.
Okay. Nice, powerful Jason Voorhees.
What? You're right. I'm bringing Diallo with me.
Seriously.
The Galacos look good in my Val.
I think with the way that's spelled, I think it's pronounced Vorhesh.
I don't know.
Who?
I don't know. If it's spelled like they spelled in Friday the 13th, it's spelled for Jason Voorhees.
Spelled.
But they might have misspelled it. I don't know. All right. Anyway.
Yeah, it's spelled differently.
All right. Give me a second. I'm gonna tell OBS to stop streaming real quick and try to. Was taken. Okay.
So
anyway.
today I
All right. Let's get going here.
yeah, hi IV and
Mako.
All right.
Oh, that's
from a
good.
raid, so that's cool.
Alright, let's see if we can keep this up as a healthy stream now. Alright.
Peace.
I changed my settings. This is the problem. Okay.
These.
Yeah,
Is it only Cure More Hunger's streams?
yeah.
Insanity.
No, it's still fucking me
3,
up. Alright,
2,
well, awesome.
1, brawl!
Seriously, OBS. What the fuck?
Where? I'm actually just gonna be dead upset because OBS is such a dick shit. I don't know what the fuck I just said there. My words are just tumbling around my mouth.
Dominating!
So I had a Korok almost kill me in Breath of the Wild the other day.
Oh, nice.
There's one of those where a little sprig of a plant will just pop up out of nowhere,
Yeah.
and then you catch it, and it disappears, and it reappears a few faces over. Well, this one happened near a bridge, and so I ended up at the last
Sorry. Go ahead.
bit of my stamina wheel died down on a sheer on a sheer bridge, and finally the last one pops out and goes "Yahaha!" And I think the game just kind of threw me a bone because I was about to literally fall to my death,
Yeah.
but my stamina wheel went all the way back up.
Player 3 wins!
What the fuck, dude?
Alright.
First, this guy goes seismic toss when I'm using endure, and then when I switch, he goes for foul play. What the hell?
Okay. Let's
God damn.
try
This-
that.
Maybe he's just got some good skill.
The AI. I'm in the battle tower.
I can't believe you're getting beaten up by AI.
I don't know.
Let's
It's
see.
fucking shitty. My mons are supposed to be perfect for this shit. And they're just getting their asses handed to them.
If you lose to the AI, you have to kill yourself in real life.
Oh no.
No?
That sounds like the
It's like if you
plot
lose
of a
in the
shitty
Matrix.
movie.
Yeah, exactly, that's
I
the
would. I
point.
wouldn't be able to enter Hunger's sword streams anymore.
That'd be terrible.
Yeah, that's what's gonna make it more terrible.
Pretty sure he wouldn't want that because he needs me for the
Oh, some stuff is going on after stream, don't mind noises. You need him, Hunger.
I mean, I need him. Who else is going to use Will-O-Wisp on Flashfire Flareon? And no, I'm just kidding.
Oh, don't even talk about that. It's embarrassing.
Okay, and we're streaming again. Alright, and OBS isn't gonna fuck up and drop all my frames now, right?
And before
Alright.
it drops all your frames again.
I literally just connected the thing with an Ethernet cable, so...
So is it gonna work this time?
I'm
Well,
hoping that it will be better than just using the Wi-Fi. Like...
And
Okay.
Pugs Almighty is like, no.
Well, it should work. The Ethernet cable, which is a
It's a direct link. It's a wire going from the router to the computer, or, you know. So the router slash modem thingy.
If that won't make it better, then I don't know what will.
Right.
And we're gonna have to.
But when I connected the Ethernet cable, it changed my IP address again. So so I had to fuck with the settings.
3, 2, 1.
So
Brawl.
hopefully this is better. It says I've got an excellent connection now. We'll see how long that lasts.
And before it just disconnects again, in a matter of 20 seconds. If it does this in the Sword stream, I swear to God.
Yeah.
It's gonna make me angry.
Hopefully, if it goes well the rest of this stream, then I won't expect any problems in the Sword stream, but yeah.
It'll piss me off more than it'll piss you off.
The only other thing I could think to do is to maybe buy one of those Wi-Fi extender gizmos, but like, this thing was supposed to have like super dense Wi-Fi coverage that's supposed to permeate the whole house, but you know, anyway.
But you're living in an old friggin' house, so you never know what might be blocking it.
Right.
Dead bodies hidden in the walls or something.
Yeah, well, you know. I haven't hidden any dead bodies there lately, so... That's a joke! For legal reasons, that is a joke!
Yeah, but your former roommate, you know...
My house is pretty big, and
never quite trusted
honestly,
him.
I'm still having internet problems. Like, for instance, Wycom disconnecting me from... Or internet disconnecting from Wycom every 5 minutes.
See, Wycoms is of Satan, alright?
Yeah, it's an actual bitch. It's a bitch and a half. Yeah,
See, Game Freak was running behind schedule when they were doing Pokemon Gen 8, and so in order to gain some time, somebody did a secret ritual and summoned Satan. And they said, Satan, we need something that will be that will help our users connect to the internet, but we don't have time to do anything fancy. And he says, don't worry, I got this. And so he pops a squat over a bowl and unleashes the foulest, nastiest fucking dump you've ever seen in your life. And he's like, okay, just put that in your game. It'll be fine. They're like, but that's a steaming load of shit. And then it's like, yes, call it Wycom. They'll never know the difference. You know? And that's what they did. So, you know. It's a steaming load of shit loose from the bowels of Satan. That is what Wycom is. Wow! Wow, that was not supposed to win me the game. Okay.
That was a quick one.
Yeah, that was,
Also, to people watching Hunger stream, my YouTube channel, I record online Wi-Fi battles on Shield. If anyone's interested, visit me in my channel.
Oh boy. The shameless plug. Alright.
JDM Shadows scuffed content.
Right. Alright, thanks Jason Ingram for hanging out with us, putting up with our technical difficulties and all that stuff. It looks like OBS is working fine now. I'm super happy about that. Thank you, Ethernet.
Thank God.
Anyway, yeah, that Wi-Fi was dodgy as fuck, but Ethernet cable pulling it off. Alright.
And this is why, if and when I get a Switch, I'll be getting a LAN cable adapter for it.
Also, to anyone who wants to battle me online in a single battle in Shield, you're always welcome.
Okay.
Just need to say that. I only do single battles though.
Uh-huh.
But I do double battles for Hunger's viewer battles for a reason.
Right.
Just so he can get more views, okay?
Right. Okay.
I do not bode well in double battles. Let's just say that. Which is why my last Stolly set was based on that, because you know.
Where the hell is Gala Volkov? Oh, I already have him. Duh. Alright. Silly me. Alright. Alright, well. I guess we get Gala Mako then. I'll take this. Yoink. Oh, she's all ready to go to the party. Look at her. Alright.
She's pure white.
She's a great white. What are you talking about? she's
a great white. She's a great white shark.
Great white Mako shark. Alright, anyway.
Uh-huh.
Alright, here we go. Alright. Oh, boy. This is not going to go well. I can already tell.
3, 2,
In my last online
1,
battle
brawl.
video in Shield, someone actually fucking quitted on me when they had one Pokemon left. I sent the Tapu Fini out there against the Bowling, and they immediately canceled the battle out.
Nice.
I found it very hilarious.
Well, it's because you're using legendaries, I'm guessing, but
Well, I don't always use legendaries.
right.
Unlike my stupid brother. My brother actually likes to depend on legendaries in battles. He's one of those. He's one of those people. Yeah, my brother's older than me though. So
He's older than you, okay.
He's one of those folks who like to use legendaries in online battles. And mythicals. Don't get me wrong there.
Crazy.
I mean, hell, I have a fucking choice spec circuitry for crying out loud. He's got like my circuitry's got 488 special attack, choice specs. And you count that along with one of my helping hand mons. Oh, I'm going places. I'm going places with him.
Yeet.
I have swept people's teams with that circuitry so much. He's so good. I love him. He's probably like one of my favorite mons on my entire squad. I mean, I know circuitry's a cheap special attacking electric type, but like seriously, I loved him.
Well. Whoops.
I kind of want to try him. I kind of want to see how he bodes well against your team, Hunger.
Yeah. It depends on what I end up bringing, but yeah.
Probably gonna send back in that Clefairy, probably.
Get myself a Landorus.
Oh. Don't worry, my circuitry has coverage for that. I have Dazzle Gleam on mine.
You have Dazzle Gleam for Landorus.
Yep. I also have Energy Ball.
Yeah, neither one of those is super effective against Landorus. Just FYI.
Yeah, well. but with the power of the choice spec plus beast boosting special attack, it will make a difference.
Yeah.
Trust me. My friend
I think so.
my friend Hiccup the Inkling, I actually O-code his Golurk with Dazzle Gleam.
But you see, if Landorus has the power of the choice Scarf, then he just outspeeds Circuitry and kills him with a ground move. So.
Not if I use my Zerero to flinch him to death.
I mean, yeah, but you know.
Yeah, because my
What if your
the shiny
Zeraora
Zerero-
tries to fake out my Landorus and there's a Clefairy next to it to follow me? Anyway. And that's why Pokemon's a thing.
big
Anyway.
question. I can just throw my Inteleon out there and freaking use Snipe Shot.
Oh, maybe. Alright.
That ignores the effects that follow me. I know that.
Oh, cool. Good to know.
Mako.
Mako. Oh my gosh.
Well, anyway, I hope you have an amazing night. I'm gonna sign off for now.
Okay. All right.
See you guys.
See you later.
Take it easy.
All right. All right. So thank you all for tuning in to the Soulless the
3,
Demon
2,
Pokemon podcast,
1, brawl.
part of the Brawlhalla live stream. We now return you to our regularly scheduled talking about kicking the crap out of each other. All right. Anyway.
Well, if you want to change your pace, you can listen to me bitch about my family problems.
Oh no, it's okay. Let's see. Your mom upset about losing the cat, understandable. Taking it out on you, not cool.
Oh, that's almost old news at this point. Due to PTSD from the way she acted on Mother's Day when the Buick died, I was upset and literally to the point of being sick all last week. And then, you know, aside from her telling me to just get the hell over it, I found that I had just missed a deadline to sign up for the charity thing that I do every year called the Christmas Store. So she not only made me lose an entire week of trying to work on my podcast, she also cost me a month's worth of groceries. And that had me upset for the entire weekend. And not only was my blood sugar affected, my blood pressure was affected, and we got to another giant argument.
Yeah.
Online. And then, of course, she makes it all about her.
Ah!
She said one day you're going to cause yourself to stroke out or have a heart attack. And I'm like, you know what? At this point, I welcome it.
I mean, the day that most guys stroke out is at the end of November. But no, I'm just kidding. Sorry, that was bad. All right.
That was hilarious. I think my sense of humor fell asleep today already.
Hey! Welcome, welcome. Sorry I'm not paying super high attention to chat right now. I'm working on not dying. Alright. What happened to JDM Shadows? He's not in the chat anymore?
Yeah, he had to duck out.
Oh. But he's still playing this, though.
Oh. Is he the other person?
Yeah, he's the third guy.
I mean...
Bruh. And you can tell it's him because he's kicking my ass. Like, no, not that that's a difficult thing to do, but, you know.
I keep forgetting whose voice is whose.
JDM Shadows is the Brit.
Yes.
He's a very cool guy.
Yeah, I'm back. So I wasn't
back.
talking. I was busy having an argument online with my
Oh.
mum.
Okay. So you need to
Yeah.
use your voice for that instead of
Player 2 wins.
or were you typing
No.
to somebody while you were kicking our asses?
That was surprising.
Yes, absolutely. We have room for more people. Am I good at Brawlhalla? Hell no. Oh, I am a sig spammer. I am not good.
Well, I could hear you talking that, but I muted my mic.
I see. Okay. All right. But yeah, room code 379934. If you haven't figured that out yet. Anyway. Oh wait, hang on. I have the nice, powerful Gala Volkov. Oh, yes. Feel the power of good taste. Alright, we ready to
If
go?
you see anything
Oh,
of
no.
good taste, let me know.
JDM, did you pop out on purpose, or... Where'd you go? Is he gone? What happened? This is so sad. Alright. JDM Shadows, aka the main reason I streamed Brawlhalla earlier. Like, I don't like the little kids, but JDM Shadows is freaking awesome, and I love having him on.
1, brawl!
Alright, guess we're playing without him this time. Oh, yeet. Oh my gosh. Oh, ow. Burner. I've had a lot of clout chasers showing up in my comments lately. It's been kind of disconcerting and annoying.
Clout chasers? What the
Yeah.
heck is that?
Oh, they come on and they make like a seemingly innocuous comment like, "Oh, you've got such great content. By the way, I do content like this." You know, like, you know, maybe you should check me out. You know, that, like, you know, just, you know, it's like, man, if that's like the first thing I hear from you, that doesn't make me think you're sincere about liking my content. It makes me think you just want me to want to whore out your own content and use my channel as a vehicle to clout boost yourself. You know, and it's like, you know, I worked for 3 years to build this channel up from nothing, and, you know, any clout boosts that I got from other channels were obtained purely by accident. So, like, you know, I never went around asking people to, you know, "Oh, hey, you know, you seem like you might like my content. Please check it out." Like, I never did that. Like, and, you know, there was one time where a guy did a video where he was talking about Pokemon Periwinkle, and I mentioned in the comments that I had a Let's Play of it, but it was mainly just because, like, his video was like a review style thing, where it was just like, "Oh, here's what the game is like," and I was like, you know, and he called me out for clout chasing, and I'm like, "Listen, dude, that wasn't really what I was intending to do. I just thought maybe some reviewers might like to see a more in-depth playthrough, you know. But if you don't like the comment there, then go ahead and delete it. It's your call. It's your channel, you know." So, but, you know, other than that, like, you know, and I don't really confront these people. Sometimes if it's bad enough, I'll go ahead and just delete the comment. But yeah, it's really annoying. You know, people
I thought that kind of thing would be against the terms of service.
Like, it's one of those things, especially if they out and out asks you to sub to their channel. That's definitely against YouTube's TOS. You are not supposed to ask for subscribers outside of your own content on YouTube. That's a no-no. Like, unless somebody is, you know, plugging your channel because they want to or whatever, you're not supposed to be out there trying to use other people's channels to boost your own growth, you know. And, you know, if enough people report you for doing it, you're going to get your channel knocked off the platform, you know. It's counterproductive, so don't do it, you know. But, you know, a lot of it's little kids, I'm sure, and they don't understand this, you know. And they're not going to watch this video because they're interested in Minecraft or whatever, but it's like, you know, yeah. This is me not being good at Brawlhalla. Getting my butt kicked by somebody who is better at Brawlhalla than I am. That is the stream. Hunker is bad at Brawlhalla, the stream.
Playing Brawlhalla badly.
Yeah, well, you know, it's one of those things where I think that people like watching me do badly at games sometimes, just because I have some really funny rage bits going on. But this game, I don't care enough about it to rage, so I'm just like, oh, you kicked my ass, good job. That's, you know, that's like you know, walking up to a stroller and punching an infant in the face, and then looking at somebody like they should be proud of you for it, you know? You know? It's like, did I do good? It's like, no, you didn't. Anybody could have done that. Anybody could kick that ass. It's not, you know. When I do win, I'm thoroughly shocked and surprised. Like, you know, I am bad at this game. I 6-spam a lot.
Player 3 wins.
Well, if it makes you
Your
feel better, you've been
Legend
winning
790. Okay. So, GG Legend 790. GG.
It makes you feel any better. You've been winning these a whole lot more than me lately.
Well, you know, I mean, I literally play once a week. It's not. I'm not that guy who sits in his mother. You think you accidentally clout chase once? Yeah. Well, you know, most of the time, if you clout chase somebody and then they come back and kind of tell you off for it, then people will stop. But you know, it's one of those things where you got to be a lot more subtle. And honestly, if you're gonna ask somebody for a plug, ask them after you've known them for a while. Like, you know, I have people, like, the first frickin' time that I see them. If you want to play with me, look at my channel, yeah. Well, you know, I've had people the first frickin' time I meet them going, hey, will you plug my channel? Will you give me a shout out? And it's like, I don't even know what your channel is. Your channel could be, like, you know, satanic rituals to summon dead Nazis, and I wouldn't have any idea. Like, you know... So it's just one of those things where I don't give people a shout out unless I've actually like had a chance to look at their content and, you know, and see what kind of stuff they put on their channel, because I don't want people coming back on me later and being like, oh well, you recommended this channel and it's like racist garbage, and or you know, like whatever whatever highly offensive thing, you know. You know, 70-year-old men talking about grabbing women by the pussy or something, you know, just whatever the content is. You're just looking at random YouTubers to play with, and that's a good thing to do. Like, it's one of those things where if that's your only motivation in being on YouTube, then you're gonna do fine. But, you know, it's one of those things where plenty of people have their own shitty YouTube channel, and they're not growing very fast, and so they try to, you know, steal somebody else's clout to help themselves make it, and it's like, you know, oh,
Got someone asleep at
caught
the
somebody
keyboard
napping.
here.
Oh, Legend has been caught napping. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, if you're just doing it for fun, more power to you. If you're doing it because if you're doing it for fun, then you're not going to clout chase anybody. You know. If all you're doing is just putting up videos for fun or making comments for fun, and you're not even making videos, then you know that's a great viewer. You know, it's one of those things where I did that for many years on YouTube, and then at one point I saw somebody doing a Let's Play of a game that I ended up becoming very interested in because of that Let's Play, but I didn't like certain things about the Let's Play they were doing, so I was like, you know what, I'm going to do my own. Instead of being that guy in the comments who's trying to backseat game and tell this guy how to play. And so that's what I did. I did my own Let's Play, and it became pretty darn popular amongst people who liked that game. And that's
Clover,
that's
right?
how Pokemon Clover, and that's how I grew my channel, you know. But it's just one of those things where I'm not saying I'm the Pokemon Clover guy. There's people who have Pokemon Clover videos with more views than mine. But it's one of those things where a lot of people who are interested in the game find my content and they enjoy it, you know, and I really appreciate that. I have a lot of Pokemon Clover views with view counts in the thousands, and I appreciate that so much. And I know that some of them are like the view counts are that high because people watch them because they're looking for help or whatnot, and that's cool. But you know, that's why I make videos that are specifically designed to help people sometimes, you know, because I watch and I see which videos you guys are coming back to over and over again, and I say, huh, you know, people are watching this video because they need help with this part of the game specifically. Maybe I'll make a guide on this part of the game that's easier to follow than watching the whole video, because people when they're stuck on something, they don't want to watch like an entire hour-long Let's Play to find out how to get unstuck. They just want to figure out how to get unstuck and move on with their damn life. So,
yeah, and I know how thorough you are when it comes to RPGs.
Right. When I Let's Play Pokemon Clover, I do everything. Like I you know, it's one of those things where that was what I was getting upset about the other Let's Play for. One of the major things was that he likes to edit his Let's Plays down into these convenient little bite-sized chunks, so a lot of the dialogue and the exploring was kind of getting cut out, and so I kind of was like, nah, I should really go ahead and make my own and do it the way I would want it done, you know.
Find your niche and scratch it.
Right, and that's the thing. It's done very well for me, and I really need to get back to doing Pokemon Clover content. I'm not talking about doing like a new playthrough or anything. I'm just talking about doing my regular VOD stuff. You know, taking my old Pokemon Clover playthrough and making more Pokemon Clover Master Cuts with it. And then once I get done with that, I'm going to start taking those streams that I did for the new Pokemon Clover and making bite-sized chunks out of them. So,
the new Pokemon Clover, is there a sequel?
It's not a sequel, but they did an update earlier this year. And it's basically a new game compared to the original one. The original one was a beta. So this new one is technically the full version, you know. So, whew. No, I have 1.1K. Don't you're not 1.7. I have 1.1. Don't. The only YouTubers you play with have less than 10 subs. Hey, you know. Yeah. It's. I know that one might look like a 7 to some people, but. I'm at 1.1K, and I'm very grateful for that. I have met a lot of wonderful people who have helped me out with growing my YouTube channel, and I'm eternally grateful to each one of them. So, anyway, but yeah, I'm at 1.1. Working on getting to 1.2, but you know. I'm just barely above 1.1 right now, but yeah, I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be at that point. you get go ecstatic over 2 viewers on your stream and only stream when you're playing. Hey, you know, it's one of those things where streaming is a good way to get people to notice you, but you know, it's not the only thing. Let's see. All in all, I think I've been very lucky. A lot of people that grow very quickly on YouTube just manage to get ahead of the game on like something that's like brand new, you know? Like a new game that just came out or something like that. Like, you know, I've studied, you know, people who have had a lot of success on YouTube, and that's a lot of the time what happens is they kind of pick up a game and start playing it, and then that game becomes like, and sometimes it doesn't even have to be a new game. For example, you know, PewDiePie started playing Among Us, and that generated a ton of interest in a game that was older, you know? And so now there's all these people who were playing Among Us before that, or started playing Among Us around the same time, and their channels have been growing explosively, you know? So So it's one of those things where sometimes you don't need...
Every once in a while, the algorithm actually helps people.
Right, exactly. Sometimes you don't necessarily need to be on the forefront of a new game. You just need to be involved with a game that is something that's very popular. And a lot of people try to take advantage of that and play games like Fortnite and stuff like that. But it's like, I'm not interested in just playing the flavor of the week. I actually want to play games that I'm interested in. So I will try.
Expensive.
Yeah, I will try to get new games that I'm interested in right as soon as they come out, so that I can play them when they're the most relevant. But at the same time, oh gosh, that may have been a bad idea. At the same time, I don't want to feel like I'm just every week buying another $60 game to play because it's the new game that came out that week, you know? Like,
yeah, that's one of the struggles of gaming YouTubers, that they become a slave to the rhythm, the algorithm.
Yeah, and I don't want to be that guy. I want to march to my own rhythm.
Write new music along the way.
Yeah. But, I don't know.
So, this is slightly off topic, but if you had to choose between Link's Awakening Remake, or Link's Reawakening, and Mario Maker 2, which one would you want?
Oh. A remake of Link's Awakening? Did we just get one?
Yeah, what I'm talking about is, you know, if you had to pick between those two games.
Oh,
which one
like
would you want more?
something that I wanted to get for Christmas or something?
Right.
I've actually had my eye on that Link's Awakening remake. Mario Maker 2 would be fun too. Like that'd be I feel like Mario Maker 2 would be better for the channel, but I feel like I would probably play Link's Awakening more. Like, if that makes sense.
I hear you.
Because Mario Maker 2, I could make courses and then have you guys play them and stuff like that, and there would be and I could ask people for their stupid ass difficult courses and play those, you know. So, you know.
Well, this is pretty much my fair warning to you not to buy either of them for yourself.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
And of course, I'll make sure to wrap it up nice for your
unboxing.
Christmas mailbag.
Oh man. Yeet.
I checked out all the Black Friday deals and so forth.
Yep.
Thanks to there being just about nothing released in theaters this year, there's going to be next to nothing for me to dig for in the Blu-ray bargain bins.
Right.
And since Walmart is basically doing their days of deals instead of having, you know, an actual
Black
crowd
Friday
thing.
Well, yeah, I mean, like Black Friday sales just sound like the dumbest idea ever right now. So I'm glad.
Yeah, Super Spreader Supreme.
Yeah.
I just wish I was up to the fact that they were doing something like what they're doing now, because I just happen to be getting some routine grocery top up, and I'm at the checkout counter, and there's this little bargain bin full of movies that have been marked down to next to nothing. I'm like, what the heck is this? This doesn't happen until Black Friday or afterwards. I'm like, clong.
Yeah.
Player 3 wins.
GG Legend. That breakdancing emote. I'm doing the bow emote so that I can fart on you.
But at least I managed to snag Toy Story 1 and 2.
Oh, nice.
Finally have the whole trilogy now.
Good for you.
Found the third one for $2 earlier in the year at a thrift
Aren't
store.
there like 4 or 5 Toy Story movies now?
There's only 3 that matter and a handful of short stories that aren't bad. The fourth one is utter garbage.
Wasn't there like a movie like where they're like with the dinosaur? It's like something to do with dinosaur toys or some shit. I don't know. Like
There was, like I said, there was a couple of short stories that they released as like holiday specials.
okay,
There's the Toy Story that time forgot, and
Yeah,
then there's a more
yeah.
Halloweenish one, and those are done like as TV specials.
I see.
And they still have all the heart, charm, and soul of the original writing. But Toy Story 4 is garbage because it was produced right after John Lasseter, the original Pixar guy, was basically drummed out. They called him toxic, and it was in the middle of the Me Too movement. And so they completely dumbed down Buzz Lightyear in the fourth one.
Yeah.
And it just ruined the movie for me
Yeah.
and a lot of other fans. And they also they just ruined a whole lot of things in Toy Story 4. It's like, in my head canon, Toy Story 4 didn't happen, the Star Wars sequels didn't happen, and Ralph Breaks the Internet didn't happen either.
Oh man.
Because it's just a lot of character assassination of the primary characters, or even the best characters in many ways for each of those franchises.
Yeah. Oops. Oops again. Alright.
Which one is you?
I'm in the gala colors. The other one is in the regular
Right.
default colors.
Okay. I try not to discriminate.
Yeah. I'm not just white, I'm neon white.
You see how white my how white my arm is. I
if you're
pull up.
black and white. Oh, sorry.
I roll up my sleeve. I'm not just white. I'm clear.
Ow.
Dominating.
Sorry, I couldn't resist.
I don't think you remotely tried to resist.
I was like, no, Volkov, don't do it. Don't run over there and knock him. Okay, never mind. You do you. All right. Oh no. I've taken like 2 hits. I'm already in the red. I'm so bad at this game.
You're not in the red. You're in orbit.
Yeah, I am in orbit now. Space vampires! Just
So
like the end
if
of JoJo Part 2. Alright, anyway.
So if vampires are killed by the sunlight, does that mean that they can't even go out with the moonlight reflecting it?
That's a good question.
I mean, if you want to... These are deep questions, I know.
Maybe it's a certain wavelength of sunlight that gets rid of them, and it's one that's not reflected by the moon. Maybe that. Just got into playing Brawlhalla. Amazing. Dragoon
Bloody hell.
Master 656. Nice. What if the vampires from Twilight are wearing sunblock made of moon dust, and that's why it sparkles in the sun?
Ooh. That doesn't make me hate him any less.
I know, right? Right. It actually makes them sound fruitier. Like. Wearing enchanted body glitter so the sunlight doesn't kill them. Oh, so close! So close to level 27, come on. Alright. But yeah, if you are down to join, the room code is 379934. And we're going to go ahead and start us up another one.
Full car.
Yeah, it's fun playing, keep doing content, get better, Brawlhalla. Alright. Alright. I probably won't get better. I've been doing this for months now. I am what I am. Every once in a while I surprise somebody, but, most of the time I am, just terrible at this game, so... Yes, best thing. You were typing and was about to start retyping. Ah. Let's see. Alright, here we go.
3, 2, 1, brawl!
I mean, everybody knows who the best character in this game is, but he's been sealed behind a paywall, so you can't see him.
So I don't know if you heard, but the studio behind the Castlevania Netflix series is also doing a Devil May Cry.
Oh. That sounds cool.
More enthused that they did a Mega Man anime.
Other than Mega Man Upon a Star.
Oh, that was years ago, man.
I know. It's the only one I've got, man. That Mega and Rockman EXE, but
Have EXE?
I don't have EXE now. I wish I did. But the US version was so disjointed and crappy. Like,
And you can't blame poor kids for that one. That was more Capcom wanting to use it simply to promote the new games as they came out.
right.
And the game's localization in America was being so fast-tracked, it was impossible to keep up.
And I thought Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth had localization issues. Isaiah's your favorite character? Oh, cool.
I don't know if it had like translation issues, but it's just the pace at which they were releasing them. It was like the good old days of the original Mega Mans, a new one every 9 months.
Yeah. That's how some families do children.
Like the Duggars.
Coming to a nursery near you. In a world without birth control. Can you imagine if babies had promos the way movies do? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I can only imagine in a few years kids will be asking, what were movie theaters like?
Oh my gosh, yeah. That's kind of a scary proposition. I mean, movie theaters were already in enough trouble with digital movie services like Netflix and everything, but COVID-19 might be just the nail in the coffin that kills them,
Yep.
The drive-in is back, baby.
Dominating.
What's the code again? I don't have it memorized. I know there's 2 9s in the middle of it. That's about it.
379934.
Is it? Alright. 379934. Ever. I'm just gonna be over here. Oof. Narrowly missed both of you.
And I'm still annoyed that I didn't get to see Bill and Ted at any theater whatsoever. I did watch it. I did watch it immediately after the last stream. last week.
Ah, I got him.
It's pretty good. They used actual footage and voice lines from George Carlin.
Oh, nice.
It's hard to say how long ago they had recorded it.
Right.
But I don't think they did any CGI trickery or anything, aside from the hologram effect for story purposes.
Right.
And as a further honor to Carlin, they named the future person that talks to Bill and Ted the most, Kelly, after his daughter.
Nice.
And his daughter actually appears as a technician in the future.
Nice. Oi wins.
Oi
GG,
wins.
Oi.
Flawless victory.
Oi. GG, oi. Oishi. Alright. I'm gonna... stepping out with my Mako. Alright. Here we go.
Mako.
She's ready to party, look at her. Got them gala colors on. Yeah!
Great white Mako.
Yep. And that's just her teeth. No, I'm just kidding. Thunderguard! Oh boy, a stage that isn't Sundrive City. I actually hate this freaking
3,
stage.
2,
It is the worst stage in the
1,
game.
Brawl.
Please stop picking this stage. Blue Mammoth, please remove this stage from the game. It's bad. Just, hey, how about this? You don't have to remove it. Just put another platform under this one. You know that thing in the middle? Put another platform under it. Seriously.
Isn't this the one that morphs?
It doesn't.
One of
This
them that
one
morphs?
doesn't. No, but it's actual garbage. It is just trash. If there was another platform beneath this, it might be an okay stage. But right now, it's just hot garbage. It is so bad. There's almost no strategy on this platform. It's literally just button mash until somebody loses. It's so bad. Also, this is really good for Lance users because it's just a flat surface to skewer people on. Oh, see, I tried a down attack and almost died. I like the way her sword looks with this color palette. Nice. Ooh. Silly me. I don't want to be in the middle of that.
So I've watched a little bit more of the gameplay for Age of a Calamity. And I have to say that I'm looking forward to playing as Impa the most. Even though it'll probably
Wow,
be
that
next year.
landmine play. Okay. Calm down, Chief. Alright. Oi!
Even though it'll probably be like late next year before I get to play it.
Yeet! Haha, back at you. You explode me and I'll explode you. Brawlhalla. Oh, I'm sorry. Ow!
I'm just glad to see Impa return to badass status.
Right.
Because it's like you went from weak old lady to badass military general to weak old lady again, and then now she's a shadow cloning ninja. It's a nice return to form. I don't remember if she was in Wind Waker in any form, so I doubt she was. Your show up in Smash.
Wow. I got penetrated to death,
Player
folks.
3 wins.
Oof.
More like you got perforated.
Yeah, well, you know. Ah, we're almost to that red palette, though. Alright. I guess I'm just going to keep going with Mako until I get that color palette. That sounds like a plan, right?
Mako.
So how much longer are we doing this?
Hmm?
How much longer are we streaming?
Probably until I get that color palette and try it out. I'm about halfway up the level. I'm not sure how much more experience it's going to take. No, not makeup. Mako. Mako. You a shark. Da-na-na-na-na-na. Na-na-na-na-na. Sorry. Don't put me in Big Thunder shit. Oh god damn it, it's Titan's End. That's almost as bad. If that last one was the worst stage of the game, this is second. This is the close runner up. I hate this stage.
3, 2.
Yeah, this is the one I'm closest to hating.
You know, teeny tiny ledges, the same problem with the middle platform being, you know, fall through. Like, it's just not fun. Wow.
I'm reminded when Tekken 4 was first released and people threw giant fits and literally returned the game because they'd instituted different terrain and walls and so forth in the game, whereas the previous 3.5 games in the series are just open arenas with pretty backgrounds.
Yeah.
People had to actually think about where they were in the fight.
Yep.
And the backlash was so strong that they never did anything like that again.
Yeah. Well, it's one of those things where when you have a franchise and you make wild departures with your games, like, you know, like if Final Fantasy 16 comes out and it's a first-person shooter or something like that, you know, like, you know, people are gonna get upset. You know, it's like, yeah, no, that's not what we signed up for this franchise for. That's not why we're buying all the games. It's because we liked what the earlier games were doing, and now you're doing this completely different thing. You know.
Yeah.
So.
Except in Final Fantasy's case, they've been doing experimental shifts and
That's
slowly
every
moving.
Final Fantasy game. Yeah, like it's one of those things where
They were slowly moving towards an action RPG by the time they got to Final Fantasy Versus 13,
well, honestly,
which transformed into 15.
I think the only reason that they're doing that is because of the Enix merger. Because they're like, oh, Enix already has their classic JRPG Dragon Quest, so we're just gonna, you know, have Dragon Quest carry the JRPG mantle and have Final Fantasy do new experimental things. And it's like, couldn't you just have both of them as JRPGs? Because they were not exactly the same style of game. Like, Final Fantasy had, like, you know, like ATB type stuff, and you know, they innovated in a lot of different ways, but like Dragon Quest is like the same game every time for the most part, is like mechanics wise, and it's got a lot of difference. Like if you compare Dragon Quest 1 to Final Fantasy 1, then yeah, they're pretty similar. But you know, Final Fantasy's had a lot of different games since then, and most Dragon Quest games fall pretty close to the original. You know.
I theorize, and I more firmly believe that it's largely because Sakaguchi, who almost killed them with that movie of theirs, he was the head of that particular franchise, and so they were scrambling for years to try and get that series back on its feet.
Well, it's one of those things where whoever they've got heading it up now is an idiot, and should probably be dragged out to the street and beaten to death. I mean, not that I'm wishing that on them, but if it happens, they deserve it.
Plus, Japan's foothold in the gaming industry has slipped considerably.
Well, yeah, because there's plenty of American developers making games.
Exactly,
and whatnot.
Nintendo notwithstanding, it's like they just lost their edge. And plus, when you've got a former president of Capcom who called out the entire Japanese games industry and tried to make some changes within his company to better things, even though with not wonderful results, and the only significant result was him getting ousted from the company himself.
I think a lot of Japanese gaming companies have become a little complacent. But
well, thing is, whereas Inafune basically said to Capcom, we should make games that cater more towards American-style tastes and so forth, and they went and had put together some studios like from Capcom Vancouver and so forth, and released a lot of games that were aimed at American sensibilities, and they were pretty solid games. They just didn't sell that great. So that was part of the reason why they ousted him. But Square, they were stumbling for years to get Final Fantasy to become the massive juggernaut that it once was without their previous head honcho or the previous director of the franchise.
Here's my thing about Square.
How about we make a spin-off of Final Fantasy off of Final Fantasy 13, call it Versus 13, see how well it goes, and if it sells really well, then we'll make Final Fantasy like this from here on out. So in the intervening years of development hell, it becomes Final Fantasy 15. It sells like friggin' water in a desert, and the rest is history. Final Fantasy is now an action RPG franchise.
And I think that's dumb. But here's my thing with Square, right?
Oh, and I agree with you. It sucks. I love the game, but I feel for everyone who's
it's one of
picked
those
off
things
at this.
Where the Square is still making games like Final Fantasy, but under different franchises. It's like, no, like if you want to make a game that runs like Final Fantasy, make that the Final Fantasy game, and make these other piece of shit games a different franchise.
Agreed.
Like I shouldn't have to buy Bravely Default games to play Final Fantasy again. Like.
Yep.
Like, and I'm still gonna, but I'm not gonna stop bitching about it.
Oh well.
Like
a rose by any other name.
Yeah. Well, and here's the other thing. We've been begging for literally decades for Square to just remake Final Fantasy 7. Just remake Final Fantasy 7, make it look better, like they've done with like every other Final Fantasy game before 7. They've literally done that to every other Final Fantasy game before 7, and we've been begging them to do it to 7. Like, listen, you did graphic upgrades for Final Fantasy 2, Final Fantasy 3, Final Fantasy 4, Final Fantasy 5, and Final Fantasy 6. Could we please just get a graphic updated version of Final Fantasy 7? Just the same game, but looks better. And they're like, okay, we're finally doing Final Fantasy 7 Remake. Oh, but instead of Midgar taking about 10 hours to get through, we're going to stretch it into a 40-hour plus hellhole that full of garbagey filler stories and stupid nonsense, and then make that its own game. And then in order to play the rest of the story, you have to buy Part 2 and Part 3 and however many other parts we make.
So I know you haven't played through the game. Have you watched full video playthroughs of the storyline?
Here's my thing, right? I will get myself invested in Final Fantasy VII if and when it is a complete game. Because I'm still thinking that eventually what's going to happen is the sales are going to drop off and they're going to stop making it, so it's never going to be finished. So with any multi-part game, that's a big risk, and so I am not going to do any sort of investing in Final Fantasy VII until the whole thing is out. you know, and you know. The problem is that there's going to be a change in console generations in between here and there.
Well, there already has been.
So it's one of those things where I don't see how they're going to freaking... like, I really don't see how logistically Final Fantasy VII Remake is going to work. I really don't. I think it's a big, stupid idea, and they are stupid for doing it.
Well, aside from Tetsuya Nomura being the one writing the darn thing, and by the end of this first chapter of it, you can see it going all Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, they changed the gameplay, they changed the story, they changed everything about it, and it's like that's not a remake. That's
oh, it's a remake in every possible sense of the word.
No,
it plays differently, but it looks great.
Reboot. It's not a remake. It's a reboot.
It's a re-everything, and it's a re-everything. It plays differently. It looks nicer, but it has a different story. It's a remake in just about every sense of the word.
No, that's a
remake, a reboot, a rehash, a re-everything.
Yeah, that's a reboot because. It's not Final Fantasy. It's not Final Fantasy VII Remake. Like it's Final Fantasy VII if it was on crack. I don't know. It's just like I get that it looks pretty. Okay, it looks pretty. Tifa's boobs shrank 2 sizes. You know, whatever. You know, but I just you know, it makes me angry. It really does. Like,
I'm just waiting for a Final Fantasy Muso.
Right.
Dragon Quest got 2 of them. It's Final Fantasy's turn.
Right. Honestly, they really need to just put out a Final Fantasy VII title that's just Final Fantasy VII but looks better, and it's the same exact game. That's all I want. Like, that's all most of the people who like Final Fantasy VII want. They don't want Final Fantasy VII except it's an action game. They don't want Final Fantasy VII except it's a first-person shooter, and it takes 40 hours to get out of Midgar. They don't want that. Like, I don't want Final Fantasy VII except it costs 8 times as much as it originally did. You know, like, you know, what the hell, you know. Like, this is taking a while. Oh, look out. Don't just run, think of a way to fight back. He's using the Sao Tome anything goes martial arts final attack. In other words, think of something better to do. Run away until you can think of something better to do. I butchered that joke, I'm sorry.
Well, there's already a Final Fantasy VII remaster out there, and it's on sale digitally.
You know, here's the thing. I'm not talking about just a spit shine. Like, okay, when we got remakes of Final Fantasy 1 and 2, we got, like, they were remade for the WonderSwan color and had graphics enhanced accordingly. So we got a 32-bit remake of a 8-bit game, right? When we got remake of Final Fantasy 3 and 4 on the DS, they were like full 3D modeling, you know, freaking, you know, upgrades, you know, like. But they're essentially the same game. They might have had a couple new things thrown in here and there. But at its core, it's still the same game with the same story and the same gameplay, you know. And you know, Final Fantasy 5 and 6, we got remakes for those with FFVs thrown in.
When in the heck did the Final Fantasy 6 remake happen? Because the closest thing to a 6 remake that I ever saw was all the elements that you could pull out of it from Final Fantasy 15.
No, Final Fantasy 6 and Final Fantasy 5 got a release on the PlayStation. They were originally on the Super Nintendo. So
those were ports.
They were ports, but they had FMVs added in, and they had various gameplay tweaks and things. Like, they're not like super amazing, but they were not just ports of the Super Nintendo games. They did have graphic enhancements and whatnot because they were ports of the Wonder Swan games, not the Super Nintendo games. So again, it's a 32-bit version of an originally 16-bit game. You know, so we've gotten those types of enhancements done on every single game before 7, but not 7. You know, and then it finally comes time to do a Final Fantasy 7, and they're like, "Oh no, we're gonna do it this way." It's like, no, stop it.
It's a break to you, man, but the ports on the PlayStation were just ports with FMVs. They were just the Super Nintendo or Famicom versions translated to English, and they threw FMVs on them. They're literally no different. They even have many of the same bugs and exploits.
3, 2,
I know they have the same exploits and everything because it's the same game. It's the same gameplay. But, you know. Anyway. But they at least added FMVs to them. And I'm pretty sure that they did use the Wonder Swan versions and not the SNES versions. But, you know, if the Wonder Swan version
did not have
too, but, you know, I don't know.
The Wonder Swan was dying by the time they finished the FF2 port, and so they canceled the Final Fantasy 3 port that they were working on, and there was no further Final Fantasies on the Wonder Swan Color.
I see.
You can verify that
I'll look it up. But yeah.
on the internet.
But the point is that they at least did a little bit of a spit shine, which, you know, which is more than something what a remaster does, you know. Like most of the time, these games that are like, oh, I'm a remaster, you can barely tell the fucking difference, honestly. Like, I know that some people have those gamer eyes that, you know, can tell the difference between 30 FPS and 60 FPS and in a game, like at all times and whatnot. But for most people, they're not going to be able to tell the difference. Like, and honestly, I think a lot of the people that say they can tell the difference is just a placebo effect. You know, they know that there is a difference, so they feel like they can discern it. You know, like if the original game looks like shit, a remaster is not going to do much for it, honestly. Like, unless you actually go in and, you know, retexture things, smooth things out, and do various other things, like Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles Remastered. There's a lot of good things about what they did with that game. But at the end of the day, most of the character models and everything are the exact same things that we had on the GameCube. Like, it's just that the gameplay, there are tweaks made because they're not using the whole four different controllers thing anymore. You know, or 4 different Game Boy Advance connected to your GameCube. You know?
It's because they've basically made it for mobile, then ported it to consoles badly.
Yeah, and they could have done better. Like, I'm not gonna lie, there were problems with that game, and they could have done it way better. But
it was gorgeous on my TV for the brief time I played the demo.
Yeah.
But it kept freezing and hanging, and I'm like, really, what's going on with this?
Yeah, and they did fix a lot of the bugs with various patches and whatnot, but a lot of the damage that happened right after launch was too much, and a lot of people lost interest in the game, you know. And I get
Now, I'd love for them if they never do a Final Fantasy Muso, which I'm still kind of crossing my fingers for, honestly. I'd love for them to do a port or sequel, remaster, whatever, of that Monster Hunter clone they had on the 3DS, the one that has a cavern named after me.
They need to do the they need to do the Final Fantasy Tactics. Like, it's one of those things where they need to do. They already did Final Fantasy Tactics remake on the PSP. They need to port that.
They ported it to Steam a while back.
Yeah, I might have to get that off of Steam then if I can't find it anywhere else. Because I'd love to play that on the Switch. That'd be amazing.
Probably only a matter of time. Because it's like, if it fits, it goes on Switch.
You're right. Well, and the thing
like
is,
cats in cardboard boxes.
Right. Like, I don't know if you've seen it, but Final Fantasy has a new mobile game out.
Dominating.
Or I don't know how new it is, but they have a mobile game out that basically plays like Final Fantasy Tactics. And I was very excited about it when I first saw it. I was like, oh, hey. But it's cringe. Like, actually trying to play it was actually terrible. Like I thought the story was alright. What little I saw of it, but the loading times were absolutely terrible. And, you know, I guess that your mileage may vary on that, but it seemed like it was having to download new stuff like every time there was a cutscene. You know? And, you know, like it had to download all the voice acting for the cutscene every time a cutscene happened. You know, instead of just having it all built in or whatever, you know? And I'm just sitting there going, man, this probably would have been much better as a console game without all the freaking microtransactions, you know?
Yeah, I think I remember you.
Yeah, I mentioned it
about
at one
that
point.
last time.
I literally played it for an hour or two, and then I uninstalled it. It was like I don't think I've ever quit a mobile game so fast in my life.
Yeah, I still don't have a smartphone, and I have little desire for one.
Hey. All right. So. But yeah.
Besides, I'm still in that situation where even if I could get a smartphone, I won't be able to afford the data plan for it.
Right. Yeah, see, I have two phones, but one of them I don't have a plan for. So I just use Wi-Fi, and the other one I have a phone plan for it, but it doesn't have data, so I just use Wi-Fi for that one too. So. But yeah.
Player 3 wins.
It sucks for Pokemon Go, but everything else is fine. Man. Oi, GG! That was a close one. That was a good job, Dragoon Master. Good job. I got a decent amount of XP off of that.
Mako.
Alright, here we go.
And the whole reason that they made Final Fantasy VII Remake play the way that it did is because Final Fantasy 15 sold like hotcakes.
Yeah, well...
It's just a sad truth that they'll look at the sales numbers and
rather
make
than
decisions
look at
based
sales,
on that.
Yeah, I wish they wouldn't. I really wish they wouldn't. I really wish...
3,
Like,
2,
it's one of those
1,
things
brawl.
where I don't think that they thought this thing with Final Fantasy VII Remake through at all. I really don't, and I think that as the series goes on, they're going to regret it more and more. You know.
Well, I think Square's been having some serious financial problems, and they're like, you know what, you might as well just do that 7 remake everyone's clamoring for. That'll get us some big money.
Yeah, and
then they go the wrong way about it.
It does seem very cash grabby, to the way that they're going about it, and I think it's going to bite them in the ass. I really hope it does. If they had just done what everybody really wanted to start with, they would have been. I would have bought it.
Yeah,
You know?
it's one of the most divisive games in recent years.
Almost as divisive as Pokemon Sword and Shield.
Yeah, I mean, I expected Breath of the Wild to be more contested, but
Breath of the Wild, people just ate it up. Like, and if you really think about it, Breath of the Wild is actually really close to the original Legend of Zelda. So.
Oh yeah, I recently rewatched the original interview / reveal trailer with E.G. Onuma explaining that, you know, this is they went through a very rigid process in the early 3D era because of technical limitations. And I firmly believe this is what they've been wanting to do since Nintendo 64.
Right.
Because back when they were trying to work with Nintendo 64 and they had the disk drive attachment in development as well, you may not remember that Zelda 64, before it got the subtitle of Ocarina of Time, was going to be exclusively for the 64 disk drive.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
they had
that. They had to port it.
They had some Breath of the Wild or Skyrim-esque ideas on the drawing board back then, And even this, newfangled disk drive accessory wasn't going to give them the horsepower and abilities to do any of that.
Right.
Which is why it took them so bloody long to get, go back to the drawing board and restart development.
Right.
And then they're like, okay, well, we can just do an expansion pack, call it Ura Zelda, add some new dungeons, some new tunics, and extra goodies, and remix the levels, do like a Master Quest type of thing. But when the 64 disk drive and all the games for it kept getting delayed, they eventually just had to say, scrap that and put it on a cartridge.
Yeah.
And the disk drive came out like at the end of '99 in Japan, and it was only available through mail order.
Yeah.
The online service for it, RandNet, only lasted about a year and a half.
Yeah.
And the only meaningful game that had any kind of expansion was the Japanese version of F-Zero X.
Right.
It had an expansion kit that came with a couple new cups worth of races, some exclusive unlockable vehicles for a couple of the main characters, which you can use through Game Shark hacking on the American version, actually.
Right.
And
Well,
a
I
track
got killed.
editor.
Dominating.
Good luck.
I'll need it.
Yeah.
It did have the 5-part Mario Artist series that was kind of a Mario Paint successor, but again, for a device that sold like maybe 1,000 or so units in Japan, maybe it's 10,000, but it's still pitiful.
Yeah.
None of that was ever going to come out here,
Yeah.
except some mini games from it that were eventually ported into like WarioWare.
Yeah. Let's see.
Player 3 wins.
Way to go, Oi! Again.
Oi again. GG.
Oi, bae.
Oh, man. Alright. Okay, another 130 XP. Just inching closer to that color palette.
Mako.
Alright, here we go. Just trying to grind out this color palette here. You have 2 hours of playtime? Man. You're doing pretty good for 2 hours of playtime. Oh god damn it, this stupid stage.
3, 2,
Seriously.
Don't blame me.
brawl.
Blue Mammoth, remove this from the game, please. It's a stupid stage, please. Oh my god.
So this entire year, I've been making the joke that I was doing a write-in ballot for Doc Brown and Marty McFly.
Yeah.
There's a freaking T-shirt that has a campaign, a political campaign thing for the two of them.
Yeah.
I'm gonna probably buy it for myself.
Yeah.
Like, wow, great minds.
Dang it.
Dominating.
Eat. Dang.
There's people already theorizing about how the Breath of the Wild sequel might have no Sheikah technology. So
I mean,
no smartphone with superpowers.
it's one of those things where in the teaser they did show like Link and Zelda looking at what looked like Sheikah technology, so I don't think that's gonna fly.
It was more like a desiccated corpse that was being held down by a mystical hand.
I don't know.
And you don't see the Sheikah slate on either one of their hips. Or you don't see any. You don't see a Sheikah slate in that trailer on their hips.
I thought there was scenes where Zelda was holding it, but I don't know. Maybe I was mistaken. I'd have to watch it. It's been forever.
Yeah, I just watched it recently, and of course I'm watching these videos where people are probably over analyzing everything.
Right.
Like at the end of the true ending of Breath of the Wild, Zelda says that one of the divine beasts has just stopped functioning.
Really?
And so the theory is that
the true ending, huh?
Yeah. Well, it's like the one you get when you unlock all the memories and
I
do
I don't
A through
remember
D.
anything about her saying divine beast wasn't functioning, but you know, okay.
But basically, the theory is that the Sheikah technology is basically harnessing the eternal resurrectioning of Calamity Ganon, so it's kind of like an ebb and the flow thing over the centuries, and so that's why suddenly that's why the divine beasts are no longer working, and why the Sheikah slates aren't showing up, because their power is just completely drained.
Well, it's one of those things where you know, that's all very nice theories and whatnot, but basically it's the same as conspiracy theories. People just take advantage of a vacuum of information and then, you know, come up with something plausible and expect everybody else to believe it, you know.
Yeah, but
okay, I get the feeling somebody's picking Thunderguard just because I hate it. Like, I literally hate Thunderguard. Is the worst stage in the game. If they keep picking it, I'm gonna kick them.
3, 2, 1.
I'm sick of fighting here.
Pops, like articles like the one you keep repeating are the same kind of cultural gaslighting that helped give the Nazis their power, so take that for what you will.
Yeah. Like I said, you come up with something that has a little bit of truth mixed in it, you know, because they're obviously they're looking at the trailer, and then they act like it's the truth, you know. It's like, no, it's a theory. That's all it is. You don't have any proof. You're just speculating based on the information that you do have, and you know, and you're in an information vacuum, so you're just able to say whatever you want and have it sound good, you know.
Yeah, well, at least it's fun to think about in this case.
Yeah, no, I don't fault anybody for wanting to think about it, but I do, you know, like when people are super serious about it and they act like, oh, that's definitely what's going to happen, and you know, and if it doesn't, then you know, they're wrong, you know. Like, it's like, nah, that's.
I remember an expert is a person who makes three guesses come back that turn out to be correct.
Right.
It's kind of how it goes nowadays.
Yeah.
But there's one complaint that I kind of agree with for Breath of the Wild, is that a lot of people, you know, E.G. Onuma said that, you know, we wanted to get that original feeling of being in the vast world, exploring, and, you know, finding new things around the corner here and there to evoke the spirit of the original Legend of Zelda. And I'm like, okay, 90% of the way, I have to say, mission accomplished. But I would love there to be more of the classic items for it to feel that much more.
I would
like
honestly
I
would honestly like it if certain weapons, other than the Master Sword, actually didn't break after, you know, like a few minutes of continuous use. You know, like real swords are not that fragile. I'm sorry. Like, you know, even if you pick it up off the battlefield somewhere, an actual freaking sword is not going to break after a few minutes of being used. I'm sorry, it's just not. You know, I don't know like what the lore is behind the Guardian's plasma weapons or whatever, but those things are fragile as fuck. It's like, it's a laser blade. I mean, you're not even physically hitting anything. It's like, what is it, running out of power? Like, how is that breaking? Like, I don't I don't understand. Like, it's...
Well, the overall theme of the game is growth, resource management, adaptation, thinking
Right.
outside the box.
I mean,
and
here's the thing. I get, you know, having to replace a stick when it breaks or something. Like, it's one of those things where I just think if you're going to have a durability system, it ought to be more realistic. That's all I'm saying. Like, you know, I'm not necessarily saying they need to scrap the whole durability system, like a lot of people have been, but I would say make it a lot more realistic, because the way it currently is kind of sucks.
The later you get in that game, though, you can basically buy replacement weapons all the time. It just becomes a little more than an annoyance, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's one of those things where upset. Let's see. All right. Okay. Oh. All right, I'm ready to go.
Mako.
Sorry. I was trying to see if there was a way where I could, you know, turn off frickin' Thunder Guard, because I frickin' hate that place. Seriously.
Okay, this person is apparently a troll, because now they're voting for Big Titan's End.
Yeah.
The one that I almost hate.
Yeah, okay. I actually hate both of those stages. Like, I don't know. I don't understand how I don't understand how you can have the thing set on voting and more than 3 people vote for one area, but it goes to the area that one person voted for instead. That's not how voting works. Like unless there's some sort of Brawlhalla electoral college going on here. Like. Like, I don't kick people for being better players than me, but, you know, if you keep trolling me by picking these shitty stages, then, you know, I might consider it. Like, you know, do you really want to play on this stage that much that you're gonna sit there? I'm just saying.
But anyway, if there's
and they're not showing up in chat either, like, which is, you know, I get that they're playing, but, you know, they can still chat in between rounds. Yeah.
If there's one thing that I and a lot of other people really want to see in a Breath of the Wild sequel is more of the classic items. Just meld the open-ended puzzles with more of the classic items and weapons and so forth, and make it feel like, you know, an almost complete remake of the original. Or just do an entire remake of the original, like Breath of the Wild, have it be separate. Heck, that'd be a fantastic surprise for the 35th anniversary next year.
That could be really fun, actually. Like...
But that would probably be something for the 40th.
Yeah.
Realize I'm 4 years younger than Link.
Could you imagine a Zelda 35 type of a thing where they just stick you in a dungeon and give you a set of items and have you trying to clear the dungeon, you know, alongside other players?
I have a difficult time conceiving of how that would work.
Like it would look like original Legend of Zelda, right?
Right.
And then at the beginning of the game, they start everybody off in a dungeon with all the items that they need to clear that dungeon, you know. And then you're basically supposed to clear the dungeon without dying, you know. And like same thing like Mario 35, you know, as you just defeat enemies, they show up on other people's maps and you know stuff like that. That'd be fun. Yeah.
I don't think they should give you all of the items. They'd probably need to give you.
I mean, if
just
like
start you out with nothing.
other than maybe the dungeon item itself, you know, like the item that in the dungeon that you like, but just make it like the original Legend of Zelda, like you know, just like they did with Mario 35. It's the original Mario levels, but with little tweaks here and there to balance.
I think
it.
They should start you out with the sword and shield, and
that's what I'm saying.
That's
like,
it.
No, because some dungeons you're gonna need bombs to get through, like, and unless they make the enemies drop them, like.
Right.
You know,
like that.
I mean, you could make the enemies drop them, but it's one of those things where, especially if it's an RNG drop, people are not going to be happy with that because people are going to be trying to speed run against other people, so you know they don't want to wait for RNG to fucking give them some bombs, you know.
Well, it doesn't have to be RNG.
Like,
It's
yeah,
just
it could be a drop from a specific enemy, but you know.
Right,
yeah.
you beat a dark nut, it drops the bombs for you, and you're on your way.
Yeah.
You beat a Goraya, you get the boomerang.
Yeah,
you
maybe.
beat a Stalfos, you get a key.
Right.
You know, just the KISS principle.
Right. I mean, a lot of dungeons have it to where you beat enemies to get keys anyway, but you know. Nice powerful ladder though. Like how they have a ladder.
So that's the character that they based John Cena on.
Nah. No, they were just able to get ladder as a skin for their weapon.
Oh, derp.
Yeah, they basically they bought a custom weapon skin that gives you a ladder as that gives you a ladder in place of whatever weapon that normally is, and then they just equip that.
Player 3
I think it's a spear that's
Oh,
replacing.
It's Orion with a different helmet.
Yeah.
Derp. Silly me.
Right.
GG, oi.
Yeah. Oi with another GG. Please stop picking Big Thunder Guard. If you don't like Sundrive City, pick somewhere else. But you know, like, oh, there he is! Oh my gosh, I saw it. Best character in the game.
And his name is John Cena.
I want someone from Nintendo to give Mach Rider the Kid Icarus Uprising reboot treatment.
Hey, it's Alanis World 2010. Welcome, welcome. Alright. Welcome back. Okay. Alright. We got John Cena in here. Big Titan's End. Oh, gosh. Okay, we got literally 4 people choosing Sundrive City. There you go. Alright. Frickin' John Cena. Was that Hateful Whip? Is that the player name? Amazing.
Hateful Whip 6.
3,
Nice.
2, 1, brawl.
when they have their name abbreviated, it says hat. And they're playing John Cena. You can't see me. I love that. Oh yes. Look at John Cena. Well, you can't. I'm sorry. You can't see him.
Ah, crap, I got a phone call coming.
Oh boy. No. Uh-oh. John Cena. You can't see me. My time is now. I love Sundrive City. There's so many strategic options on this map. Even if I'm terrible at all of them. Oh, no. I don't understand why, if you have Sundrive City available, you want a flat, boring stage like Big Thunder Guard. You know, other than the fact that I hate it. Oof. I mean, Big Titan's End is a pain in the ass too, but at least you have some places to maneuver and a little bit of strategy that you can do. Like, Big Thunder Dart is just the worst stage of the game. I absolutely hate that place. John Cena got a lightsaber out here. I think John Cena is a reskin of Hattori, is what he is. As far as I know, all his moves, sets and whatnot come from now. Oh God. Please don't hurt me, John Cena. I can't see you. Oh God. Don't you hate it when you're about to hit the biggest threat in the match with a move and somebody interrupts you? It's just the worst thing. Y'all yeet. Oh, oof.
Shut down.
Ooh. I just got laddered to heaven over here. Whew. That was ridiculous. Alright. It's gonna be a win for John Cena. John Cena wins up playing the meme again. It's happening. Instead of giving him like a lightsaber, they should have just given him like one of those foam you can't see me hands, or the little okay sign hands that he does. I don't know. I don't know, maybe that did sound like an opposing weapon. The ropes. People are taking pictures. Oh, nice.
And his name is John Cena.
The dog is the best part. That and his and Dad Cena wearing the I Love Dwayne Johnson shirt. Mako. Is that Popeye Cross? Look at that. The heck is that supposed to be? Oh my gosh. That's so random. I don't know what that cross is, but I'm afraid of it. Of course, we gotta have the one person. Gotta have the one person picking Big Titan's rear end.
Sorry about that, Hunger.
Oh, that's okay.
Three, two, one, brawl!
Run, Mako, run! gosh. Ow. Holy crap. Ow. I got crossed out.
Oh yeah, I felt real stupid when I figured out how you unlock the amiibo rune.
Oh yeah?
Apparently it pops up on the options after you get off the Great Plateau.
Oh, I see.
And I mean, it's an option that pops up like on the title screen.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I thought, okay, you don't talk to a certain person. I had to Google it, and I felt real stupid. Like, I could have been getting them freebie amiibo stuff for a week by now.
Yeah.
But it still hasn't popped any of the Twilight Tunic outfit yet.
Ow. Yeah, I mean, I did amiibo stuff for a little bit in there, but I don't think I ever really got to all the unlockables from it.
Yeah, I immediately did.
I think I got the horse, the Epona. But, other than
Oh
that-
yeah. Yeah, the trick with that is you have to at least unlock the stable and register her. Because if you don't and you lose her after summoning her, she's pretty much gone.
Yeah, and you can't summon another one. So.
Well, you can, but the I mean, she's guaranteed to be summoned that first time. Then afterwards, it's random. So it's best to get her registered
first time.
ASAP.
Never
Yeah.
went back.
Now, she's actually not the best horse in the game.
Right.
The best horse in the game is like the princess's horse,
Huh.
if I remember correctly.
Weird.
That's kind of like, for most people, Epona's good enough.
Right.
I mean, you've got instant perfect bond with her.
Uh-huh.
Doesn't help the fact that all the horses control so stiffly.
Yeah.
Like you're trying to drive a semi with no wheels or something. It's too easy to get the horse marooned by accident. So the utility is somewhat limited.
Right. Honestly,
Hey, at least you can't.
I barely use horses in that game.
Well, of course, once you get the master cycle, it's it's all over.
Well, there's a few spots in the game where it's like, okay, yeah, I would definitely want to use a horse here, but other than that, it's like, nah.
Yeah, I've still got a couple towers to activate.
All in all, I think my least favorite part of the game is the whole Yiga clan stealth thing. If they could just not do anything like that for the sequel, that would be great.
I have no problem with a game having a stealth sequence, but I don't like having a game have a stealth sequence that breaks all the rest of the rules of the game in the process.
Uh-huh.
You get caught in there, it's supposed to be instant death, whereas normally, you could sneak around, and if you get caught, then you can try and fight your way out. But no, that one's like, you're instantly ambushed and killed. I'm just like,
you
no.
can
don't do
technically
that.
fight your way out, but it's next to impossible. Like they really made it super difficult. But yeah, it's pretty bad. I got the new color.
GG Hateful Whip.
Yeah, GG. GG. Oh, did they head out? Alright. Alright, let's see.
When everyone was giving Breath of the Wild perfect 10s, I'm like, dude, I would knock a point, maybe a point and a half off of the game's rating for that.
Yeah. You're gonna go now because you're hungry? Alright. You're just gonna eat? Alright. Alright, well. I already got the color palette that I was trying to unlock, so I'm probably not gonna stream for too much longer, so. That was my goal for this stream, was to get that color palette, so we'll probably do a few more to show the color palette off, and then call it a stream. But we'll see.
Cool.
Sun Drive City, baby. All right. Oof.
3, 2, 1, brawl!
Brawl! I likes brawling. Wow. Okay,
I think
then.
we have another napper.
Eat. It's okay. I think they said they were getting something to eat, so. Dragoon Master just subscribed, thanks. Alright, there you go. Now I can get something to eat in peace. Appreciate the sub, thank you. I really need to remember to move that for Brawlhalla streams so that it's not right in my face.
What?
The Streamlabs window, like when people make donations or subscribe during Brawlhalla streams, it shows up right in the middle of the screen. So, and that's the screen that I'm using for watching my gameplays. So it's actually blocking what I can see, not just what the viewers can see. So nope.
So I was talking with your brother-in-law about Breath of the Wild and the DLC.
Why are you dead? Because you were AFK and we got rid of you so that we could keep eating. I thought you were gonna be eating, so I was like, okay, well, we'll just get rid of him so we can keep eating. But on the plus side, that means this one won't last very long. So, if you're ready to play in a couple minutes, then oh, you're eating at your computer. All right, well. We only got 2 stocks left each, so we'll try to make this quick. No, not the word of urgency.
I wasn't sure whether or not to be annoyed with how they handled the extra armor and mask goodies for Breath of the Wild, because, you know, this is a game where you're supposed to ferret out the puzzles and then solve them. And then you buy the DLC, and you have to hunt them down and ferret out the treasure chest in order to use the downloaded contents.
Right.
So I'm like, you know, I'm not sure whether to say well played or to be annoyed.
Right, yeah.
Because I really want that Korok mask.
Right.
So I can quickly max out my stashes.
Right. And my thing is, if it's gonna give you more quests to do and stuff like that in game, then I support it. Like, it's because that. Just,
yeah, it gives you that much more to do.
Yeah, it's just more to do. So, like, if you're one of those people who buys the DLC after you've smeared everything, then you're gonna appreciate that. I think, you know, like that. You know, if it was just some extra stuff to wear and it was purely cosmetic, then people wouldn't give a shit. I think, like.
Yeah, I've heard some people really complain about the fact that, you know, we bought this DLC to expand my game, but by the time it came out and I used it, it was all trivial stuff and wasn't almost worth my time.
Right. Well, and that's why you got to beware of season passes. You know, like is one of those things where, yeah, it's a good deal, but if the content ends up stinking, then you just spent a whole bunch of money for nothing. So when you buy a season pass for DLC, you're buying it sight unseen for a lot of it, and that can sometimes come back to bite you. Like, you know, if I had bought the season pass for Dragon Ball Xenoverse, I would have been pissed, you know, because like a ton of the unlocks for that game were just Dragon Ball GT characters. I hate GT. Like, you know. Like,
in many ways, GT is being seen as superior to Super, though.
I mean, I don't see why, but I haven't really seen too much of Super, but, you know.
Well, Super just feels like a soulish cash grab in many ways for many people.
I mean, like GT wasn't.
It respected the characters a bit better.
Maybe. I mean,
and it actually gave a definitive ending instead of being another vague drop-off point.
Yeah. That was a lot of XP. Go Mako. Alright, I think we go maybe another 15 minutes, and then we'll call it a stream.
Alright.
But yeah, I don't know. I do like some of the extended universe canon that Toriyama's been adding. I feel like he's got to be careful, though, because he has been known to cause some continuity problems in his own continuities. So, and he's picking this up after a long time away from it, so
he's already done his own midichlorians.
Well, I don't know. I don't know what all he's done in Dragon Ball Super, but
he's already written a thing about something called Z cells, where a Saiyan, if they have a high amount of Z cells, they're more likely to be able to become a Super Saiyan, and it can develop. It determines how strong they can be, and it's like midichlorians and Star Wars all over again.
I mean, if they knew about that, wouldn't they measure that in babies instead of measuring their power level as babies?
Exactly.
Like,
so it's like he's becoming like Japan's equivalent to George Lucas.
That's kind of sad. Many. It really is kind of sad.
It's kind of inevitable. It's part of the reason why I'm glad Nintendo has basically moved Miyamoto to more of a supervising producer than a full-on producer in the past decade or so.
Well, and it's one of those things where I understand he's getting older, and you know, and maybe he's not getting as much work as he used to, so he needs to kind of, you know, branch out into other areas, you know, with, you know, things that are confirmed cash cows for him, you know, where the money's just going to keep coming to call on him, you know. But I mean, he still gets work designing Dragon Quest characters and whatnot, as far as I know. So I don't know. I think he could do better. But you know, people kept bugging him for more Dragon Ball Z, and this is the result. You know, it's you know,
and in many ways, that's pretty much what Super feels like. It just feels like more Z.
Right. Well, and my thing is, if you're a fan of a series and the series had a decent ending and there's no reason to keep rehashing it, don't keep begging for more of it. Like, just don't, because when you get it, you're not going to be happy with it. I know there are plenty of people that are super happy with Super, but
well, my main complaint with Super is that there's a lot of great concepts, but the execution just falls flat on its face.
Right. Well,
except for that very last arc where it's the multi-dimension or the multi-universe tournament of power. I mean, that final arc there was just fantastic.
Right.
But there was so many problems with that too.
Right. Well, and the thing is, Toriyama has admitted in interviews that with Dragon Ball Z, he was really running out of ideas as to how to make the characters seem stronger, because basically at a certain point in the series, the only reference point for determining a character's strength is how they stacked up against other characters, because they were already doing stuff like blowing up planets and all this other crap. So it's like, where do you go from there? How do you demonstrate a character's strength past that? And he didn't come up with some sort of contrived moon-based gym where you had 10 quintillion ton weights or some shit. So there wasn't anything like that going on, like the type of shit you see in DC Comics.
Easy. You just have that idiot Goku inadvertently put the entire universe they lived in jeopardy, and then have to fight in a tournament to save it.
Yeah, but like I said, it's one of those things where he's admitted that he's already admitted that he has trouble. But that's a problem area for him, is demonstrating his character strength. So like he's like he said that was like one of the main reasons that he ended Dragon Ball Z, is just because he couldn't think of any other ways to make the characters seem stronger other than like having them transform, or like having them beat other characters who were already strong. It's like basically it's just like pro wrestling. You hype up a character by having them beat other characters. So, or just have everybody, talk about how strong they are. Oh, he's so strong, that perfect super duper cell guy, or whatever. Just like after a while, he said that there was just no frame of reference anymore. It's like, yeah, they're all capable of just murdering everybody on the planet in one hit. So
Yep.
Which Majin Buu literally does an attack that he calls the human extinction attack, and it kills everybody on the planet, save for like 1 or 2 people.
Yeah, that's the power. That's the problem with power creep.
Yeah, is that eventually it's like where does it go from there? And it's kind of like what's happening with Sony and Xbox now, where they've gotten to the point where their consoles are so powerful that you can't really tell the difference between the consoles anymore. It's like, my photorealism is better than your photorealism. How we're not far away from a point where there will be literally no difference in the visual quality for any of the offerings from any company. Like, that's going to happen sometime within our lifetimes, I'm sure.
Well, the thing is, on paper, the Series X outperforms the PS5 by a significant margin, and it's the first time there's been such a significant margin in history of game hardware.
Right.
But even Microsoft at this point understands it's the video game industry, not the hardware industry,
Right.
and that's why they see the Series X as just a box. Not the box, but a box with which you can access their content. And they've got the Project X Cloud, the Game Pass, and they're basically aiming for the Netflix of games type of service. And
You're only hurting yourself by running away. I'm just like, if the game goes into sudden death because you sit there and waste all this time, then I'm the one who has the advantage because I already have lower health than you. Yes, there's a timer. It only pops up when it gets to the last few minutes.
Didn't know that.
And then when it runs out, it goes into sudden death, and whoever hits the other person first wins because it puts everybody's damage at like the maximum degree or whatever. So,
but basically, aside from having a system that completely overpowers the competition, Microsoft is taking a multifaceted approach to getting their games and content accessible in as many hands as possible, and they're going to get as many revenue streams as possible. And so, it's...
Sorry, I won that one.
It's going to be an uphill battle for Sony just to survive if they don't have something up their sleeve. Because from what I hear, PlayStation Now, their game streaming service isn't doing as well.
Yeah, GG. Well, and here's the thing, game streaming. I still think that it's gonna be a decent idea, but I think it's a little ways off. I think trying to do a version of it now is premature, and like Stadia tried it, and that was kind of a colossal flop. So,
well, it's not entirely streaming,
right?
For both of them, you download the app, and it will download a certain amount of data on your system. You play certain games, those will be installed on your system.
Yeah.
It'll be hard locked through the app and all that.
Right.
So
And
the
that's
idea of a
better.
Netflix of games is the big idea. It's the future of gaming. As much as I don't want to see it happen like that,
I mean,
and so
you know, the closest that
Microsoft has the resources, the technical know-how, and basically the chutzpah to pull it off. And if anyone's going to push anyone out of the industry, it's going to be Microsoft squashing Sony.
Right. Okay.
As much as I don't like Sony, I don't want to see that happen.
Right. Okay, it's pronounced chutzpah, but anyway.
I don't know what the word chutzpah means. I just threw. I pulled an
pronounced
adjective.
chutzpah. Anyway.
Chutzpah?
Yeah. Anyway, it's Jewish. So. But
I just pulled something out of my ass.
Anyway, the thing with like, we've already had something similar to that already that was successful, and that was Sega Channel, but it was through a fiber optic cable line, you know, instead of like an internet streaming service, which is kind of interesting. But you know, it's one of those things where, you know, games have gotten significantly bigger and better since then. You know, so if you were just streaming like old, you know, 16-bit games, that might not be a big deal. But the type of games that we're playing on Xbox and PlayStation are kind of ridiculous, and it's one of those things where I think the streaming thing would do well for a lot of gamers, like, because there's a bunch of people who literally, you know, basically, if that streaming thing goes off and it has like all the games on it, then you can kiss GameStop goodbye. That's gonna kill them, because the people that really appeals to are the people who play the game, beat the shit out of it after 1 or 2 days, and then sell it back and get a new game. You know, those people are going to be the biggest targets for a Games Now streaming service thing. And if that service works anywhere near as well as it's supposed to, then GameStop is doomed, right? Like, that's my take on it. It's because, and as far as one forcing the other out of the industry, we better hope that doesn't happen. If any one of these companies gets a monopoly on the video game industry, then say hello to never owning another video game in your life.
Yeah, the industry has always flourished when there's been a triopoly at least.
Right. We
don't need a duopoly in the game industry.
Yeah.
I mean, we practically had a monopoly during this past generation, with Sony just taking the ball and running after Microsoft tried their draconian DRM garbage.
Yeah.
But,
that DRM garbage is going to come right back as soon as there's no competition. That's what I'm saying.
Sony had plans to do the exact same thing,
right.
But they saw how the response happened.
Right. And, you know, like, they know that that's anti-consumer. They know it. But they like, it's one of those things where they're going to get basically what they want anyway through digital download. You know, as more and more games go digital download only, they're going to win through. They're going to get what they want through Death of a Thousand Cuts anyway.
Right.
But it's one of those things where, yeah, as long as I possibly can, I will support buying real, solid copies of video games, and I hope that other people keep doing the same, even after they introduce streaming services and all this other stuff that's super convenient. But, you know, I think COVID is just speeding that up. You know, GameStop is going to end up being just another casualty of COVID-19. You know, and I'm not saying that GameStop is super great and we should try to protect them, but I'm saying brick and mortar gaming stores that sell games are something we should be interested in protecting. You know, not just GameStop, but places like Vintage Stock, or even your local Walmart or Best Buy or Target, even though their video game selection usually sucks. You know, like, you know, just having a store that specializes in video games is a special thing, and and we should want to protect that as gamers. You know,
agreed.
You know,
even though
even if you don't care about brand, you know, even if you don't care for GameStop's corporate policies and whatnot, the concept.
It's been proven recently that the grand majority of the new consoles, PS5s and Series X's, they've been bought and put on eBay by the employees and management.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean...
But that's okay, they're overheating.
Yeah.
PS5's got it. The Series X, from what I hear, is overheating, and the PS5s are having all sorts of random glitches and even getting bricked. They try to use some of the more advanced features, like using, or not advanced, but accessorial features, so to speak, like playing a PS4 game through backwards compatibility that's been transferred to a hard drive.
Why did we kill you? That's the object of the game. Like,
Dominating.
I didn't realize that you were on that low of stock, but I wasn't trying to kill anybody specifically. Fireplace Xbox Series X. Fireplace Series X, yeah.
It would be the companion piece to the refrigerator.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. Yeah. You talk about how the PlayStation 5 looks like a refrigerator.
Not the PS5, the Series X.
Oh, the Series X is okay. Yeah. Sorry. I don't know. Neither one looks good. I've seen pictures of both of them. They both look ugly as fuck. Like.
The Series X looks okay, if a little plain, but the PS5, well, someone at your sister's store said it the other day. It looks like Seto Kaiba without his head.
Right. Gaming's ugly stepchildren. That is this console generation.
But ironically enough, the Xbox is actually the Series X is outselling the PS5 in Japan simply because it's so much smaller.
Yeah.
I mean, they're both friggin'
microwave
huge.
in 2 minutes.
They're both freaking huge, but for once, the Xbox is the smaller console.
Wow. This generation's consoles come in 3 sizes: Wii, not so Wii, and freaking huge! I mean, isn't the PS5 like just like basically like a freaking desktop PC size? Like,
pretty much.
I don't have room for that.
Let me put it this way. Your Dell desktop.
Yeah.
The Series X is about that big.
I have an HP, but yeah.
I thought it was a Dell.
No,
but anyway, I saw
my original laptop was a Dell, but yeah.
Okay, well, I saw your desktop the other week.
Yeah.
And the Series X is about as big as that.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
The PS5 is about 30% bigger.
Oh god. 3, 2, oh! 1. We were about to run the timer out, and I got it. GG! Pato di Patinas. My greatsword is probably a soup level. Oh, man. Your mom is an old Karen. Okay. That is going to be it for this one, everybody. Alright,
good night, everybody.
Yeah, thank you all so much for watching. I do hope everybody enjoyed it. We'll be playing Brawlhalla again next Tuesday, so look forward to that. And, of course, as always, I hope everybody has a great day. Bye-bye.
Who is responsible for this?